Welcome back to the Scary Value Podcast. Pete, it is Watch-Alaugust.
Watch-Alongest month ever, you mean?
It's actually a pretty short month. It's only 4 weeks in August. We had 5 weeks of David Lynch month.
January, March, and April have 30 days, and February doesn't.
That's right. August has 31, so it is a long month, but there's only 4 Wednesdays in it. So because of our Freaky Friday switch, we only have 3 weeks for Watch-Alaugust this year. But it's okay. It's going to become a running staple. I can already tell it's the most popular feature on this podcast.
There's only one Wednesday in the Addams Family.
I'm holding for applause.
That's what I was waiting for,
I had to
too.
let the people at home do their standing ovation.
You didn't, though, I notice. I can't help but notice. You're still sitting quietly.
It's from your album. I've heard the material before.
I understand.
The reason we do Watch-Alaugust is that you have monsters for children.
I do.
And we have to record ahead of time.
That is true.
And last week we did The Return of the Living Dead.
Dun dun.
Next week we have a mystery movie.
Ooh.
A mystery to even myself because I don't remember what it is.
Ooh, double mystery.
This week we're going to be watching 1960 Alfred Hitchcock classic Psycho that turned 65 this year.
From 63?
No, 1960.
1960? 60? 40? 26?
25. I see what you were doing with the math and you screwed it up, but you screwed up the easiest part. It's literally 2025.
No, it's not. Really?
We're not recording that far ahead.
Really?
Unless we are. I don't know.
I don't know either. I've lost track of
It's like a Cabin in the Woods episode that hasn't come out. I don't know when that's coming out.
Oh my gosh, that happened once.
If you want to watch along with us, this is one of the harder ones to do because everyone's going to have different copies of Psycho. We saw the opening thing here was a very new Universal opening, which clearly isn't on the original branding.
And
So
I like it.
after the first thing pops up here that was a Paramount, was that what it was? I should have looked before.
Yeah,
I hit
you know
pause.
why? I know it was Paramount because I sat there and I was going to make a joke about Paramount being boobs.
Okay. I'm glad this your perversion really paid off for a change. After you see the Paramount release come and go, as soon as it turns black. As soon as it turns black, pause it. We'll count down from 3. You know how Watch-Alaugust goes. Watch-Alongs all August, baby, except for the first week because there was a situation. It couldn't be helped.
The guy from that MTV show?
Jersey Shore?
Yeah, The Situation Mike.
Yeah, why do we both know that?
I don't know. I've never
We're
seen.
not even in the age group that was watching it at the time.
There was a Snooki.
There was a Snooki. There was a JWoww who directed a horror movie recently that wasn't that bad.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was a found footage movie on Screenbox. It was pretty good.
Good for her.
Yeah. I like when people use their whatever clout they have to go make a horror movie. That's what you should do. I don't know how much clout JWoww has. She's got more money than I'll ever have, but I don't know how much
Enough
clout
to
she
make
has.
a pretty good horror movie,
Yeah,
from what I hear.
It was all right.
All right, cool.
It had the found footage traps, but she was really interested in doing some good horror imagery.
Nice.
So good
All
for
right.
her.
I dub her the winner of that show.
We're recording this so far ahead. WrestleMania just happened, and I know a piece of Snooki information because Snooki once appeared at WrestleMania and wrestled. And
Interesting.
the
Really?
day after WrestleMania, the first Monday Night Raw is always like a fun one where people show up and debut and stuff. And Stephanie Vaquer, the NXT Women's Champion, popped up on screen, and they said she's the second Chilean-born wrestler to appear in WWE. And I had to look it up. The first one was Snooki, who had that one match at WrestleMania where she did a tumble, and it was pretty impressive, honestly. She had some athleticism, so she was able to do some flips.
Then why did, what's his face, Deputy Dewey get in so much trouble when he got the wrestling championship?
Because they didn't crown her the world champion.
Yeah, but
She did a mixed tag where she did like one backflip into an elbow, and that was it. And people cheered, and good for her. But she was born in Chile, and now that makes Stephanie Vaquer an actual wrestler who worked this craft for many years. The second Chilean-born wrestler to appear for WWE. So there's your information that's probably getting cut. Now, if you pause it, we're going to count down from 3, and then 3, 2, 1, play.
Where are we paused?
Right after the Paramount Pictures release disappears. So we have black screen. And we're only going to
favorite part.
in this movie, we're only going to have 2 kinds of screens, black and white.
Oh, man.
Now, here we go. 3, 2, 1, play. And now, what was your history with Psycho, Pete?
It was a movie that was around before I was born.
Yes, many are.
Yeah. This was one of them.
Not as many as you'd think, but many are.
I feel like I saw this a lot at my grandma's house, and I got it very confused with just old black and white TV in general, and something specific too. But it'll come to me in a minute. A specific type of show. I don't know.
He shot this fast and cheap, and he used the crew that shot Alfred Hitchcock Presents to do it.
That's what I was going to say. It was Alfred Hitchcock. That's what it reminds me of.
Actually, I should warn Kitty. I've read a book about the making of Psycho. You might want to turn this off now.
Oh.
Because I know there's nothing your wife hates more than when I have information that's actually real about something.
That's right. She especially hated it because apparently hey, Janet Leigh, that's that mom of somebody.
Yes.
Who's she the mom of?
Jennifer Jason Leigh.
Yeah, who is she? I forgot.
Jamie Lee Curtis. Based on the book by Robert Bloch, an old Lovecraft head.
Yes, I know that. I've read some of his books.
Saul Bass's classic titles. Famous titles.
I don't know what that means.
These titles are very famous. The Bernard Herrmann score playing.
Like, I could get their autograph?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, not anymore. I'm sure these people are all dead.
I meant the titles autographs.
You know who's not dead?
Ooh.
You have a lot to pick from.
Ooh, yeah, I know.
Let's see if you get it right.
Abraham Lincoln.
You fucked it up. Damn it. The actress Vera Miles, who plays Marion's sister, is still alive. She's 94 years old. Now, again, we're pre-recording this by a couple months, and she's 94 years old. So real risk involved in this one.
You're going to be having another apology on a future episode.
Let me know if that one's still true.
Whereas I am safe.
Yes.
Ooh, a city. What city is it?
I bet they're going to tell you.
I bet you they don't.
I bet you they do.
Oh, man, I'm already down, and we just started. Phoenix, Arizona.
Oh, no, is this a drinking game?
No, it's a betting game. We bet toenail clippings. Oh my gosh, they gave us the date and they spelled out the 11th. I like this movie.
So classy. Classy for what they're about to show. A lot of things risque here for 1960. It's the first movie to ever show a toilet.
2:43 p.m. Really?
Do you know that?
I didn't know
it's like
that.
a fact that I know. It's
I
the
know
first movie
that-
to show a toilet flushing.
I know that there might be a nipple.
And this is, we're going to see unmarried people in bed together. Ooh, 1960.
Not even separate bathtubs.
They're not, nobody's privy to the conversation we had upstairs in April.
Well, in my experience, people take baths separately, like in separate tubs next to each other outside on a hill. And that's what you do when you're black and white.
This is John Gavin.
Lady in her underpants.
Was up for the role of James Bond before Sean Connery got it.
Was Sean Connery the first Bond?
Yes. Well, technically, no. There was a TV version in America where someone else played it. And I think there might have even been that might have come after, but there was definitely a weird movie that is non-connected to it where Peter Sellers might have played him. It was like, it had a lot, like Woody Allen was in it. It had like a lot of people popping up through it in 1962, I think.
Did he like stumble his way through? And
probably because he was really funny.
Yeah, very like Pink Panther-y, because I kind of watched that James Bond movie.
Did you ever see Being There?
No.
It's a really good movie.
What is it?
It's his last movie, and he plays the gardener who ends up embroiled in politics and becomes beloved because he's such a simple man. And it's actually pretty good.
Oh, sort of a Forrest Gump.
Yeah, like a pre-Forrest Gump, except it's not shit. It was actually like a really good movie.
Your face got so angry.
I hate Forrest Gump. Nobody can explain what I'm supposed to like about it. Because it was popular?
But he's so simple and good-hearted.
I don't dislike the man Forrest Gump in the story. I just think the story there's not anything that good about it. Speaking of not good, she's putting her shirt back on.
Boobs.
Jennifer Jason Leigh.
See what I did there?
Yes. Jennifer Jason Leigh, her daughter, Jamie Lee Curtis. She's talked a lot about how, now this might not be true for Jamie Lee Curtis anymore because she won that Oscar. But for most of her career, she was not an Oscar winner. So when she dies now, we'll say Oscar winner Jamie Lee Curtis. But she talked about how, like, when her mom died, it said psycho actress Janet Leigh. He's like, when I die, it's going to say Halloween actress Jamie Lee Curtis. And Jamie Lee Curtis has always embraced that. Now it's going to say Oscar winner. So I wonder if it will get to Halloween. It should. It has to.
I guess so, right? What
this
did she
role,
win the Oscar for?
Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah,
so they're not putting that in a headline. This role by Janet Leigh is what got Jamie Lee Curtis Halloween. John Carpenter thought it'd be interesting to have the most famous slasher victim of all time, her daughter playing his final girl, Laurie Strode, and he was correct. That was her first ever movie, and he was correct.
Who's Jennifer Jason Leigh?
She's someone else.
No relation?
No. Isn't that confusing?
Shut up.
No. She's related to Jason, though. Different slasher franchise.
Yeah. All right, that's how I'll have to remember it. Janet Leigh.
Now, I've also
Halloween.
Kitty's going to really want to turn this off this time. I've also read the book Psycho, which is almost identical, except it makes two egregious mistakes that make this film better. And I know book better than movie. We argue this all the time. I don't think even Robert Bloch would argue this. The movie wasn't better than his book. He might have. He seemed like kind of a dickhead.
Yeah, you don't know.
I guess I don't know. I'm making that up too. I know nothing about Robert Bloch's personality, except he was a friend with Lovecraft who was a racist.
I heard he was a bit of a blockhead.
Ooh. You're such a blockhead.
Like Charlie Brown.
I knew.
Oh my God, speaking of Charlie Brown.
Okay, you want to go with yours instead of mine? Okay, go ahead.
Well, I think you'll find this more interesting.
Than the book Psycho? Okay, go ahead.
So I was out the other day. I wasn't out. I saw Sam throwing something up at the tree. I'm like, what are you doing? He was throwing footballs at the tree because his shoe was stuck up high in one of the branches. And there's no leaves on the branches. They're just branches right now. But his shoe is up there stuck. So he's throwing a football at it. I'm like, well, don't do that. And the football immediately gets stuck higher up in the tree. So then he gets another football. Oh, there he is. I used to see his profile, and it'll go.
Do you know why you did that? Because that's Alfred Hitchcock presents.
Oh.
Now continue your story that you think is more interesting than what happens in the book Psycho.
All right. So at this point, we've got a shoe, a football, and now another football. And I think he was taking his other shoe to start throwing. And I'm like, all right, stop. You got to stop this madness. So I went and get a ladder. But the stuff is and a big broom, one of the push brooms. And I put it up there and I climb up the ladder and I'm kind of getting stuck myself and the push broom isn't working.
And I was going to throw the ball at you.
No, the push broom's not working. So I tried to abandon it because I like to drop it, but it gets stuck up there too. So I got down and I thought about, how did I do it? I don't remember what happened next. Whatever. I got stuck in the damn tree too.
Okay. That was better than mine, I guess.
And a neighbor drove by and laughed at me. And now there's a sock in the shoe.
Where were all your precious crows to help you that time?
You know what? They're busy mating right now. Well, in April or whatever month this is.
No.
Who are these people?
Well, we would have gotten to that had we just stayed on the course.
Why are you wasting our time with nonsense, Brian? I don't even know the plot of this movie yet, and you're talking about trees.
This man is a very rich man who was going to buy his daughter an expensive house for her wedding present, and he's going to pay in cash, and Janet Leigh, Marion Crane's boss, doesn't want it in the building, says, take it to the bank, I don't want it here overnight, and she absconds with the money to run away with her lover who is getting a divorce, or gotten a divorce, and owes alimony, and she thinks this is how they can start their life together. She's going to do a bad thing and steal this money.
Okay, from this hat guy.
From this hat guy.
And his little bolo.
Who's a pretty charismatic actor. I don't know what he was from, but he's very memorable. Everybody in this movie has their little parts, is very memorable in it. But I read the book Psycho, and it makes two mistakes that this movie improves upon greatly. And then Robert Bloch is a blockhead. That's where we got there. Number one, the opening chapter of the book is about Norman Bates. That is a giant mistake in this movie. If this movie would have done it, it would have ruined the movie. Because what makes this movie work so well is that we're following the story of Marion Crane, and then when she leaves the picture, we are forced onto the side of Norman Bates. We have no choice. There's no other character to follow. Right. So now we're complicit with him without even knowing it.
But what happened in the first chapter of the book?
It just introduces him as the second biggest problem. The Norman Bates in this book is very unlikable. He's, I think he's like, they said, he's described as like grotesque, obese, ugly, and not anybody would ever follow through the story when you have to. Whereas in the movie, Anthony Perkins, most likable guy in this.
Kind of sad.
Like, yeah, you feel bad for him. You're kind of on his side, and you shouldn't be.
No,
but you don't. But it's a clever trick that I think is more advanced than most movies try now. And he's pulling it off in 1960. And this movie is a game changer in some ways. It was the first movie that movies used to just run all day at the theater, and you'd buy a ticket and come in and watch it. You'd want to get there when it started, but that wasn't a necessity. This was the first time where it was like, there's a clear start time. Nobody will be allowed admission into the movie after the start time. And also, please don't spoil the secret, which is good marketing.
No, they should have had separate endings. That would have been good marketing.
They just did that they did it on Clue, I know that. But Black Mirror just had an episode about gaslighting where half the people got it, and it was one name of the character. It was like
Oh.
Bernie's Chicken Shack or Barney's Chicken Shack, and whichever one you got, people will say no, it's Bernie. It's pretty clever.
That's fun.
Yeah.
That's really fun. On the DVDs, do you get? Or
Well, it's Netflix, so I don't think you will.
they don't release DVDs of their shows?
Sometimes I think they probably do.
I'd imagine.
They should.
All right. So she take the money yet? What is she
She's
doing?
taking the money now, and she says she has a headache and she's leaving for the day. I think that was Pat Hitchcock, Hitchcock's daughter, playing the other character there. Now she's wearing black because she's done bad.
Back in her underpants.
Sometimes it's easy. Sometimes it's easy to catch these things. And then she's stealing the money.
The money's white.
Yeah, it is very, very white.
So it's good.
Interesting. Money good. This is what Hitchcock was talking about. We're going to unravel something here. No blue shirts in this movie, I'll tell you that much. I got black bras, though.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, Janet Leigh was nominated for an Oscar for this. Best Supporting Actress.
Did she win?
She did not.
Did she win ever?
And Tony Curtis was once nominated. Nope. And Tony Curtis was once nominated for Best Supporting Actor for something he didn't win either. But Jamie Lee Curtis did win Supporting Actress. So
For what?
Halloween Resurrection.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, that's the one with Busta Rhymes. He won. He won for Best Actor.
He knows kung fu.
She does. That's that you remember. That you remember.
Because that sticks out. You're like, that is a memorable scene, this man knowing kung fu.
Fuck, maybe they should have given him an Oscar because it was 20-something years ago. That everyone remembers. I don't know what I just did there. This movie, when I first saw it, I caught the last 5 minutes of the movie. The Guide channel had lied to me. There's probably, I told you I was watching on PBS, so they probably had fundraisers going or something like that, and it pushed the times off. So a new version of it was supposed to start at 4 o'clock in the afternoon because it was running all day. But it was pushed 5 minutes because of probably something went too long. So what I caught was the 5 minutes where a psychiatrist explains the entire plot of Psycho.
It took me a minute when you said the Guide channel.
Yeah.
I forgot that was a thing.
It's still a thing.
Is it really? I haven't had cable in so long, or just TV.
What do you think they have taken away or added to cable in the place of the Guide channel to find out what's on?
I kind of forget that TV exists because everything is streaming, unless it's a sporting thing, and then I have to figure out what app I have to download. Now she's in a car. Do you think it's a
driving
real
away.
car?
This is a real car. That's not real footage of what's going on around her.
Are a bunch of birds going to fly and attack the window now?
That's a different one.
There's Hitchcock.
That's her boss and the guy whose money she stole.
No, that's Salvador Dali.
And she said she was going home with a headache, and he's like, wait a minute.
But he didn't put it together.
Well, I don't think even at this point you'd assume she's stealing the money. She's just stealing your money by not being at work.
Well, maybe she's on her way home.
I think all movies should continue to use this reverse photography for driving. It's better than real footage.
Oh, I think so. You see it every once in a while still.
My favorite is when it doesn't quite line up. So like the car that's stopping behind it is just going to run right into the car.
Oh, I've never noticed that.
Oh, it's great.
I got to pay more attention to these things. All right, she's getting sleepy. Oh, what the?
She's taking a nap on the side of the road. It feels like you could put together this from now. Everything that happens after this, like Mulholland Drive, she's now a new character.
This is Arizona? I thought it was nothing but cactuses. I've seen the pictures.
There's some cactuses up there, isn't it?
No, those are buildings.
Those are buildings.
Yes.
Oof, I've not been to Arizona. Have I been to Arizona? I think I have been to Arizona.
Have you? I flew over it. No, I've been there because I went to Vegas once.
Where would you go to fly over Arizona?
Vegas?
You wouldn't fly from where? Mexico?
Utah.
No, that doesn't work, first of all. But if you're flying from Buffalo
Georgia.
to Las Vegas, you wouldn't fly over Arizona.
I think I had to fly to Atlanta or Florida first.
Even still, you wouldn't fly over it. You specifically have to be coming from like the bottom part of Texas to fly over Arizona. To California. Like, that's the only way you would fly over Arizona.
Well, where's
It's
the
very
Grand Canyon then? Is it next to Nevada? I believe it is.
I don't remember.
I think it is. I know my map. I can fill in all 50 of those states.
I know you know a map. I'm just pretty positive you've never flown over to Arizona.
I've flown over Arizona. I can sense it. And there's nothing but deserts, just like the maps show.
If you're going to very southern California, maybe.
That part of California that's in Mexico?
Yeah.
Baja, California?
Yes. Now, he's like every cop ever who's just too fucking nosy. Because she's like, have I done anything wrong? He's like, no. And he's like, then why the fuck are you still staring at me being creepy? That was actually the original dialogue, but it's 1960. So instead, she's like, "Am I free to go?"
That cop is creepy.
Yeah, and like needlessly so.
And even though she's the bad guy, you don't like the cop because cops are bad.
That's correct. And I think in 1960, everybody knew that too.
I'm sure they did. It's not like it's a well-kept secret.
Hitchcock, British, comes to America, and right now you can tell the bad guy in the scene between the thief and the police officer is the police officer. He knows. This is a real turning point for Hitchcock because, first of all, very low budget. And secondly, pure horror.
What has he done before this?
Most of everything he did was before this, really.
No kidding.
Yeah. He slowed down a lot after this.
Birds?
Birds was after.
Oh, okay. Because that's horror.
Yeah, after.
Okay.
This was a gigantic success.
So he was doing like South by South? No, North
Anal.
by North.
You saw that, right?
No, I missed it.
It was ANL, whatever the license plate was.
That does say anal. That's a customized plate.
I like one of the things I love about this movie is we still haven't seen Anthony Perkins. I love that about it.
The scene where she's dead in the shower. I remember that scene vividly from when I was a kid.
Most people do.
I must have been very young when I saw it because that's an early memory.
It's the most famous scene in movie history, in my opinion. He had made before this was North by Northwest and Vertigo. The 2 years before this were North by Northwest and Vertigo. He'd made The Man Who Knew Too Much twice. He'd made Dial M for Murder, Rear Window, Strangers on a Train. He made tons of movies, and they all have horror elements to them or suspense elements to them. This is just like he made a pure slasher, the first person to really do it.
Right.
This and Peeping Tom came out the same year because it was from the killer's point of view. So Peeping Tom technically gets that credit, but the Hitchcock coming off these most beloved movies of all time to make a low budget slasher movie is fascinating.
Why did he do it then?
He loved the book, and this was actually in a time period where he could actually buy every copy of the book he saw so people couldn't read the book. He did that. He bought every copy of the book he could find in bookstores all throughout, like wherever he was, and because then people couldn't read the ending because he didn't change it. It's in the book. He only made a handful of movies after this. He made The Birds after it, Marnie, Torn Curtain, Topaz, Frenzy, Family Plot. I think that's it. So he, in his last 2 decades of life, only made like 6 movies when he was very prolific before it. But I think he had that psycho money and he didn't need anything else anymore.
Was this the most successful of his movies?
I'm sure that it's not. But for how much little it cost and how big of a thing it was, I think it's his most famous movie.
She's looking at license plates now. She's going license plate shopping.
Well, she's got a cop on her tail. She's a criminal who is not good at being a criminal because she's stolen money, but she thinks everybody's going to know stuff and be afraid of it. She's not going to be good at it.
Oh, I see. She's trying to buy a new car. I thought she was just going to steal a license plate. I guess that would make more sense.
I think that way makes sense too.
But someone might notice you stealing a license
Be like, how much for this car? And they'd be like, $5,000. And be like, how much for that license plate?
There's that creepy cop.
Exactly.
Again.
And she's done nothing wrong.
Seriously. Did he follow her all the way there?
No, which is what a coincidence. That's why he's got to stop and be like, you believe this? Woo!
I was just standing there all creepy.
I know. It's the most accurate portrayal of a cop I've ever seen.
All right. Now who's this guy?
Another actor, I don't know who it is, but he's got this one small scene, and it's very memorable. Like, we're watching this without sound. We're actually watching this without subtitles too. I'll put them on. But I can remember, I hear his voice in my head. He's got like a voice that's like, it's like, oh, first time I can remember a lady trying to sell high pressure sales the salesman. He's got a very distinct voice. Like, everybody made their most of these little moments they have. And he's got a bow tie, and bow ties are cool.
He's got the same hair as everybody did back in these movies.
You're a real hair guy.
That's how I tell people apart mostly.
That's why you're having trouble with this.
It's rough. That creepy guy, he's a hat. Well, the bow tie also. I called this guy bow tie too. You're right. That's his distinguishing feature.
Janet Leigh would pop up in Halloween H2O playing Norma, which is the mother of Norman Bates. If I don't know if that's true in this movie.
So Norma Bates named her kid Norman?
Yes, we've been over this. It's a very clever way of discussing their relationship and how he was raised by her. I don't know if she's actually Norma in this. I never remember. But she appears as Norma, the assistant to the secretary for... the secretary for...
That's all, folks.
Yeah, there you go. The secretary for... Jamie Lee Curtis's character. in Halloween of Laurie Strode. So she's acting with her mother, and when she leaves the movie, she gets into the same car she's about to drive off this lot and drives away with the same license plate. It's pretty cool. That was 1998.
Cooler than Busta Rhymes? Exactly.
Cooler than Coolio.
No,
You don't know about Coolio, do you?
no, he's dead, but that means he's cool.
Do you know how?
No,
Died in a toilet.
the Elvis.
How do you not know when we do this? Your brain is really broken.
The Elvis. That's what I call it.
Yep. He went full Elvis.
Did Elvis really have a sandwich in his hand? One of those fried peanut butter ones when he died?
Why would we know that if it was true?
I don't know, because I feel like it should be true.
Did Mama Cass really choke on a ham sandwich?
Yeah. Right?
Okay.
She's dead, right?
Yes, she's very dead.
From that ham sandwich.
I just feel like someone with her experience couldn't make such a rookie mistake.
Like, I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to be mean because these are real people. So
Not anymore.
Okay. Still not going to say it.
It's like a real before and after situation between Mama Cass and Coolio. Eating a ham sandwich, dying on a toilet. It's a circle of life.
I feel sad about myself now. Is she counting the money in the bathroom?
Well, she's taking money out to buy the car.
You never count money in a bathroom.
She's trading in her car. She's buying this car. Somehow she thinks this makes her less suspicious to the police officer who's staring at her.
Oh, hat.
This movie still nothing to do with Norman Bates. That's what I love about it. We are just invested in a very simple 1960 story about a woman in love who has stolen money and is trying to get away with it. There's no hint at anything that's to come. Whereas the book telegraphs it too much. And you can't do that.
I never did read it. I did read Fear by L. Ron Hubbard.
I read that too. That's why I made you read it.
Right. I get him confused with Robert Blockhead quite a bit.
I don't think Robert Bloch started a cult.
Oh, that's right. That's what Hubbard did.
Yeah. Yeah, I made you read Fear, hoping you'd join me in the cult. I use cult is meant to be used as like a cool thing to do.
Apparently it did not take. No, what is this cop's deal? All right, I'm bored with this cop. You suck. Ooh, there's a dance contest on Wednesday, Brian.
Ooh, too bad we're leaving town.
Oh. What year is this?
1960.
1960.
It's a cool car.
You think Leave It to Beaver was on TV?
I don't know. Yes. I'm going to say no.
No? I feel like it came
I
out
feel
in
it was in 56.
So I think it...
How long do you think it ran for?
I don't know.
I feel like he was always little, so I feel like he never got old in the show.
Yeah,
and that's
right.
a period of time where kids grow up pretty fast.
Probably only 2 or 3 years.
It seems like it shouldn't be longer. Did you see that Dennis the Menace died?
Jane North?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought... Whew.
No, it was on 57 to 63. Boy, that Jerry Mathers must have had like a growth problem. He's still alive.
I remember Jane North got bigger on Dennis the
I see a
Menace.
picture of him in 2023. It does look like he has a growth problem, honestly.
Oh.
What doesn't mean it's bad.
Oh.
I say problem because it's bad.
Like, what did Mr. Wilson say? The kid is, I'm going
Get
with
off my
that.
yard, my lawn.
The kid is 2 feet short for his age. And
No, in the movie.
yes. Dennis the Menace.
I'm glad you didn't think Mason Gamble had died.
No, I didn't. That's why I was worried. And I realized now when it said Jay North and you were like, yes, and confirmed, I said, good. Because I was worried that it was Mason Gamble.
I recently saw Mason Gamble in a werewolf movie. Not made recently. I recently watched a movie that Mason Gamble was in 1990 something.
How was it?
It's all right.
What was it called?
I don't remember.
It's a weird name for a movie.
Bad Moon. And it was a movie based on a book called Thor about a dog fighting off werewolf attacks, which sounds awesome. In this movie, everything good about the movie is about this dog, but the movie is still from the perspective of like other characters, Mariel Hemingway. And it's like that part doesn't work, but the part where the dog protects the family is fucking badass. And I read there's a movie making the festival circuit rounds right now, a horror movie from the perspective of a dog in a haunted house that's getting rave reviews. And I read this the same day I watched this movie, and I thought, right after I had watched the movie, I said, why wasn't this movie from the dog's perspective? And I thought, I guess it'd be kind of hard to make it from the dog's perspective. And then I read like the movie Tearing Up the Festivals is a movie from the dog's perspective. And I was like, yeah, I knew I was right.
That was my first thought. Just like you, if you're making a movie like that, if you're making an adaptation of their main character point of view being the dog, you've got, how cool is that?
Do you know what the name of the movie from the point of view of the dog is called?
Dog.
Good Boy. I've never been more afraid to watch a movie in my life. If you're going to give me 90 minutes from the perspective of a dog, that dog better fucking live at the end.
Is that the one?
I'll be so attached to it.
Is that the one with Judy Greer? Good Boy?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Okay. No, I thought there was a movie with her called Good Boy. And I thought it was dog related.
Maybe. But I want to see that movie, but I'm also terrified of the last minutes of that movie.
Why?
Because if the dog dies, I'm going to be devastated.
Oh, no, I didn't think about that.
I'm devastated if a dog I see on screen for 2 minutes dies. You're going to give me a dog for 90 minutes protecting his family in a haunted house? Oh, man.
That's why Turner and Hooch sucks. And
Doesn't
K9,
it feel like he definitely dies at the end?
K9 is awesome.
Doesn't it feel like he definitely dies at the end?
No.
Maybe he dies at the beginning and it's all a dream of him being a different dog.
He's a ghost dog?
That is a movie.
Yeah, it is. Then there's Frankenweenie.
Now, this is a part of Psycho lore that is explored more heavily in the Bates Motel TV show. She's gotten off the main highway because it was raining and she couldn't tell where she was going, and she's in the middle of nowhere. They've built this motel in the wrong place because the highway got built later and it didn't connect to this. So this hotel is just not useful.
Oh. And she just happened into it because of the rain.
Yes. Lights detracted to it. But if she was on the main throughway, she would just ended up at like a regular motel and been okay. But she's out here in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, it happened here in Buffalo with Niagara Falls Boulevard before they had the bridge over the Grand Island. You had to run all the way down the boulevard to Niagara Falls, so it's filled with old hotels. Just old,
But there's at least still people down there. It's
Yeah,
not the best place in the world to go, but there's still people there. The town was here, and now the town's not here anymore.
Yeah, I get that. I get it. Ooh, hotel. So what's the show about? What is there to do?
It is a
Creepy incest
prequel
stuff?
that eventually catches up to Psycho and actually has a couple episodes that redo Psycho in a different way, in a way that I actually really enjoyed. In a way that, first of all, Marion Crane is played by Rihanna because she was a big fan of the show.
Okay.
So it was pretty good casting to get big star on because it wasn't like this huge show. And she does not die in the version of Bates Motel. She's with Sam, the same kind of character, except he meets her at the hotel. Norman Bates lets her get away, and then he goes in the room and stabs Sam in the shower, and it was awesome. And I was really into the twist because I've watched this character so many times die for 60 years, 65 years, and then I watched the show, and she drives away and gets away, and I was like, what a cool reimagine. It was like Quentin Tarantino, but he's been doing all of his movies since then, where I reimagine the endings of things. And I was really happy to see her get away, and it had a cool moment where, it's not him that's killing, it's his mother.
Right.
As the psychiatrist is going to explain to me in the last 5 minutes of the movie. In the show, that happens too, but it actually doesn't happen the same way. Because when he kills her, in this movie, when he sees it, he's like, "Mother, what have you done?" When he sees her back at the house, when he sees her at the house covered in blood. And in the show, he goes in and stabs her boyfriend and looks down and says, "Mother, what have I done?" It's so much more interesting in Bates Motel that they found ways to make this character, the guy that plays him, Freddie Highmore, is fantastic. It's a hard role, I think, to be
in
this
show.
version of, this Anthony Perkins version. He does an unbelievable job. And Vera Farmiga plays his mother. It's a great cast. Nestor Carbonell's in it. It's a great cast. But this kid's so good in it that not all these murders are just that commit on the show are mother's fault. Oh. It does a really interesting thing with his character, and it's got a really interesting ending that goes beyond Psycho.
So he's like a willful participant in the murdering?
Kind of, yeah. In some ways, there's more wrong with him than just.
I'm not going to watch the show.
Disassociation.
So you can tell me.
It's complicated. There's a lot of different ways that things happen, and he's not in non-control of it. In fact, the way they use it is kind of brilliant. He kills a teacher that he knows he did it. Now, whether he was in control of it or not, it's kind of up to debate.
Why would he not be in control?
Because of the mother thing. So you don't know for sure.
Okay.
But they're going to give him a polygraph test. And you're like, well, he's going to fail because he fucking knows he did it. He knows that no matter how you want to interpret it, he knows he did it. And he goes to take the test. It's the first time he sees Mother, the other version of Mother, because his mother's still alive in the show at this point. And he turns and she's like, "Norman, you didn't kill her. I did." And he's able to pass the test. And I was like, this is some of the coolest shit. Huh. So it goes deeper into the mind of Norman Bates.
Okay.
Whereas this is the nicest young man. He's a little creepy.
Yeah.
When he gets going. but he's so polite.
And you get this awkward sadness too.
Yes. Could you, like, he's a, really good looking guy. And could you just imagine him like showing up now and he's like, looks like a fat troll. That's what it was in the, like, no, why would I ever follow that character?
No, that's straight horror.
His performance is what makes this movie work.
So in the book, after she dies, you then follow him again for the second half of the book?
Yeah, except because you can cheat in the book more. You can write about Mother and he could be walking around as Mother. But until you know that he's walking around as Mother, you can just keep using the word Mother and assume that it's a different character.
Oh, okay.
So you can't do that in the movie. So the movie's got a handicap. But it plays its hand better because it casts a young, likable, weird. He's got to be a little weird. It can't come out of nowhere.
Did Anthony Perkins do other stuff?
I believe he was nominated for an Oscar for a baseball movie called Fear Strikes Out before this.
Oh, before this.
This killed him because he's Norman Bates now.
And he got stuck with it.
He would get horror movies.
And he couldn't shake it.
No, and he didn't want to come back and do Psycho 2 because I've been trying to get rid of this, away from this. Not that I didn't love it. Nobody will let him do anything else. So he wanted to get away from it. He eventually did come back in and do Psycho 2. It was actually supposed to be a made-for-TV movie, but once he signed back on, they got it in theaters. It's actually really good. We're going to watch it later this year.
All right, I've never seen any of the sequels.
I love Psycho 2. It's a little nutty, and I love it. And then Psycho 3 is a very trashy 80s movie.
Of course there are.
That's fun. And then there's Psycho 4, but I don't even know how to get a hands on it. It was a Showtime original. That was the problem with Psycho 4. Stars the great Olivia Hussey as Norma Bates.
Oh, yeah.
And it stars Elliot from E.T. as another good actor playing young Norman. It's a really fun movie, and Anthony Perkins appears in it too, in like the narrative structure of the movie. He's calling into a radio station and talking about his past.
Okay.
So you get,
okay. I think you told me about this.
It's a fun movie. The only problem is Bates Motel came out and did everything better.
Okay.
So, but we'll get to that eventually at some point too, because Olivia Hussey and there's some good actors.
Is that the Addams Family house?
Well, let's see how many Wednesdays are there.
I don't know. What month is it?
October?
So 5 Wednesdays.
They have to be talking real loud because not only is it raining, but the house is pretty far away.
Oh,
and the door is closed.
Well, they're loud talkers.
Yes. That should have been the first clue that they're family for sure.
You can tell. You can always tell a loud talker. Yes. Mostly because your ears hurt.
Yes.
So what's she doing? She's yelling?
Well, he said, I'm going to bring you dinner. And then he gets up there and Mother's like, oh, you bring in these whores to this house. And I know you looked at her. And so, and he's, she's all what he thinks his mother would say to him. And they just had an argument. And he's coming back and she feels bad that she had that argument. Because she's not a bad person. She's going to decide at the end of their conversation, she's going to go back and give the money back.
Ooh, I don't remember that part.
Mm-hmm. Which I like as a choice because she's not the bad guy. So what's about to happen to her is completely unwarranted. I mean, it was unwarranted in the first place.
That bolo tie hat guy seems smug. He deserved to have his money stolen.
I think that was part of her reasoning, yes. I think if he'd have come in and been like a nice person who didn't be creepy to her.
Get up all in her personal space.
Yes.
So I think she's justified here. Oh, Anthony Perkins.
This is one of, I think, the best performances in horror history. His Norman Bates. There's a lot of great ones.
I was trying to think.
I mean, there is, but like pre-1960, is there? This is one of the first great ones. We talked about Ernest Thesiger in Bride of Frankenstein, which is, I think, the best performance maybe ever in film.
Because how long did she have? No, not him. How long did the bride, though, too, have?
That was 35.
35 seconds?
The bride herself? Yeah. Oh, I don't know, 2.5 minutes.
Oh, wow. I thought it was even shorter.
That's what she said. But like, he's such a nice, respectable young man. He won't even go into her bedroom, her hotel room. She's like, "Oh, come on, let's eat." And he's like, "Oh, there's a parlor back here." And so you like this guy and you trust him.
But he's really his mom too.
Oh no!
I know
spoiled
the secret.
it. You watched the last 5 minutes of this movie like I did.
I didn't.
I was so annoyed I didn't watch the movie for like 8 years. Because I was like, I didn't know that. I could have actually had the experience of watching Psycho without knowing the Psycho twist.
I honestly don't remember. It's just one of those movies that was just part of the cultural background.
Sure. So can you imagine my frustration when I could have actually watched this movie without knowing, and then they explained the whole movie to me?
Well, what I'm trying to say is I don't know if I was surprised by it or if I saw it too young before I understood what I was watching. because I have a lot of that kind of memory of it.
I mean, that could have been, as we know from David Lynch month, any time from birth till 45.
Could be right now watching this movie. Never can tell.
They make the taxidermy part of the Bates Motel show. They give you a real, it was a real kind of a risk doing a prequel, obviously. But because you never got to see the Norma character, and then you get Vera Farmiga to play her, and she's great, and you get her stuff with the town and, you know, being pissed off because they're building the thruway away from the hotel, and she just sank her money into something that's going to fail. And also covering up her son's maybe murders. You get all these things going on. The risk is this character and fleshing it out without Anthony Perkins, because the only thing, as good or bad as the other sequels are, the one thing they have is that he understands his character and is so interesting at playing him. So casting someone else to do it is a real risk, and then making it a long TV show, goes for like 5 years, hour-long episodes. Like, you got a real risk for it to go off the rails, and it never did.
The only other example is Vince Vaughn as a Norman Bates, right?
I've said before, if you watch that movie, we will one day.
No, we won't.
We'll do a watch-along.
Why?
With the audio so you can hear it. This conversation they have in that movie, it takes 2 lines for me to go, oh, you're going to murder me.
That was the complaint that I heard, that he was creepy and obvious. He's not likable. He's not pleasant.
He's not even Donald Pleasance. The only thing, the thing about that movie that's interesting, the only thing interesting about the movie is that it casts really good actors. Julianne Moore's in it, Anne Heche is in it, William H. Macy's in it, Robert Forster's in it. You got this great cast of characters. Viggo Mortensen's in it. It's a great cast. It's like every hot indie actor from that era. All great actors. And they all seem to have gotten different direction. Some think it's a play. Some think it's a strict remake. Some think it's a loose dream-like interpretation. It's nuts to watch them act opposite each other and the choices they make.
All right. Now I'm intrigued.
It is in its way intriguing, but it's like the worst movie I've ever seen. Which is funny because this is one of the best movies I've ever seen. And to make the same movie and then it be one of the worst things I've ever watched in my life it's a real talent.
All right. Well, now maybe I'm not that much interested after all.
I think it has to be experienced because it's so bad.
I've never seen Cats. That's bad.
They throw in a couple extra moments, which are like moments that look into Norman's mind. And then there's like storm clouds and a cow on the road. And also when he looks at her behind the picture, when she's taking her shower before he kills her, he masturbates in that one.
Ooh.
So they really pushed the envelope with their Psycho remake.
Yes.
I understand why every actor signed up for it, because it's such an interesting idea. I remember Entertainment Weekly had their summer movie previews out, or the rest of the year movie previews that year. And I remember their whole write-up for that was just like, this sounds like a terrible idea and I can't wait. That's exactly what it felt like. Like, you're making a shot-for-shot remake of fucking Psycho. It sounds like the worst idea ever, and I had to see it. I
think I remember when you said you were going to see it, and you asked me if I wanted to go, and I said, no, thank you. I'm good.
I don't think I've ever been more excited to see something I knew was going to be terrible.
No. I was going to say one of the Star Wars prequels, but...
No, I wasn't. I was never excited to see those.
No, you weren't.
I was like, I would always go to opening showings for them, too, because somebody would want to go. And I always felt bad, like, I couldn't care less about this. And there's people that are like, oh no, I couldn't get to the opening screening, and I'm standing there for 2 hours waiting to go in at midnight going, I don't even like this shit.
By the time Revenge of the Sith came around, I didn't care. I saw it weeks into the run.
I don't think I even saw it in the theater.
I did. I had to finish it. There's a bunch of dead animals in this house.
I saw all the new ones in the theater. No, I didn't see Rise of Skywalker. No, it happens every time. They lose me by the third one. Although I liked Last Jedi. I was the one person that liked it.
I came around to it, aside from the casino
planet.
Yeah.
I like, people, the real Star Wars heads, they hate that one. And because it betrays bullshit. And they're like, well, you don't like Star Wars if you like this movie. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. That's why it was a good movie. It was like an actual, like, interesting story with character development. And I know you can't stand that.
I like
Not you. I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about.
Although I didn't realize, spoiler alert, cover your ears. Well, not you, Brian. Not you. Anyone who's listening and hasn't seen that movie that came out not too long ago. When he was on that planet, but he wasn't on the planet.
Yeah.
I didn't know he wasn't on the planet. I didn't see him, like, even though it showed me him walking and not leaving a trace in this dirt or anything.
When did you discover that you were wrong on this?
I think when he disappeared.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's when you're supposed to.
No, but when he walks across, he's not leaving any trace.
Yeah.
And then when everyone else walks, they do.
But they're not calling attention to it. Like, you make sure you see this. You know what I mean?
I thought they did.
No, it's there.
I thought it was
but it's
pretty
not
obvious.
the focus. They're not focusing on his feet going, oh, he's not leaving any red stains. It's just that you can tell if you're looking for it. I think it's a good movie. We're not going to get into Star Wars here.
So kind of like Jojo Rabbit. There's those red shoes that are there if you're looking for it, but they're not like in your face.
They literally were in your face. They, like 7 times they made sure that they were the only thing on screen. At the same level they were going to be shown at when it was hanging there.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Here's Anthony Perkins giving a masterclass in how to be the bad guy in a movie, but still have sympathy. He's very threatening here. Oh, you want to put her in a madhouse? And then he sits back and goes, well, I've considered it myself. And you're like, oh, this guy's tortured. So he's taken the obvious creep level and putting it in a way where it's like, oh, I feel bad that he has that. It's such a nuanced, interesting performance. Later, when Arbogast comes and starts questioning him, you start feeling worried he's going to get found out. And you're like, why the fuck am I worried they're going to find out he covered up a murder? That's how good this performance is.
You know what? I remember that feeling as a
I'm
kid.
nervous. I'm worried for him. And I'm like, I shouldn't be worried for him. Arbogast is the good guy.
No, but we've already learned that cops are the bad guys.
He's not a cop. He's a private investigator.
Isn't that the same thing? A pie?
I don't think it's the same thing at all, honestly. I think one of them has the cover of quote-unquote law on their side to do whatever they want, and the other one is probably has to walk very strict lines before they get in trouble with the actual police.
Now, do you mean like...
I'm not going to tell you which one's which.
Oh, okay. I don't know then. All right. Back to Norman Bates.
See, this is what I mean. Like, now he's reflecting on what he just said, which was very in your face and like threatening. And that threat's just gone.
In the show, do they call him Master Bates at any point?
That's actually the show called. It's called. What did I call it?
What about Hannibal? That was a thing too, right?
Yes, that was good too.
2 good shows about the prequels for serial killers.
Both based on Ed Gein.
Oh, who is Ed Gein? Everyone
the
always
one-
tells me. I forget who he is.
He's the one who, like, where was he?
He dressed like a clown.
No, that's John Wayne Gacy.
Ted Bundy.
No, he was the one who was like just like the creepy guy that lived in it's more Texas Chainsaw Massacre than
Yeah,
anything, and then
that's right. I thought he was the Texas, and he ate people.
making furniture out of. Yeah,
Okay.
all these movies took aspects of.
Why was he the popular one?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, obviously, aspects of them are interesting because we got 3 fucking amazing masterpieces out of it.
I guess so.
3 tentpole movies.
What are the
in horror?
So it's
Psycho?
Psycho, Texas,
Which is a very soft, desensitized version of it because we're not going to do bone furniture.
Yeah.
And we're not going to have him murdering women the same way. We don't even see him do it in this.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2.
Silence of the Lambs.
Silence of the Lambs.
They take aspects.
That was the third one.
But they're also, Silence of the Lambs has a few influences. So does, Buffalo Bill has more than just one. And this has more, like they all have a little more to it. But it was an interesting story that obviously people cared about.
I guess so.
I never read a book on Ed Gein, I can't tell you. True crime, not interesting to me.
Well, Kitty's moved on from all the true crime. She's doing car shows now, where they find old cars and fix them.
Oh.
And
She is just like her dad.
And there are a bajillion shows where people have cars and they fix them for various reasons. Sometimes they have to fix them and trade them and get really stressed out that they can't get a good trade deal to get a bigger car.
Now, I've always wondered if this was a good idea to have this part in this movie.
What's happening?
I just said they just walked back his menace to more of a, now I'm feeling bad for him that he's menacing. But he's also a creep.
Oh, right.
Like, there's no way around it. You're a creep. And then when it makes that moment where he pauses and decides to give her cabin 1 more interesting because that's the one you can see into.
Yeah.
So it explains why he kills her,
underpants.
though. Because, as the psychiatrist mentions, he was sexually aroused by her and turned on by her, which is why he gave her cabin 1. So we could watch this. And that's why the mother half kills her, because she assumes that Norman would be jealous of her with a man, so she's jealous of him with a woman.
Okay. Wow, there's a lot going on in that show.
This is the movie. This is actually in this movie.
Really?
These are
that's a psychiatrist at the end.
Yeah, this is the what's happening. It's for 1960. People didn't know what to do. There's going to be a toilet flushing in a minute. You can believe this. People losing their minds. This is the original Minecraft. A toilet.
Someone's going to throw a toilet at the screen in a minute.
Yep. They're bringing live toilets into the theater.
I think you keep it, right? Because that's what makes them stick in your head. You don't want it to be like a twist that the whole movie hinges on.
It's an interesting moment because it's such a bad thing to do, but then you see he doesn't watch her, get in the shower, and then he leaves, and you probably think, all right, I guess at least he's not that bad.
Well, I thought he stayed for the whole thing, and then he finished, and then came.
I think you understand that she's not in the shower yet because she's famously going to get in the shower now, and they want to show you that he's gone downstairs before it happens.
Oh.
He's going to eat in the kitchen here.
Oh, he's going to go kill her now?
Yes. How many showers do you think she takes in this movie?
A few.
So we're losing the main character 45 minutes into this movie. I feel like you should be able to do this in her head.
Oh, no, that's like calculus. Hey, you know what? Fred never taught me what buttons to press on the calculator with all those magic fractions or something.
Wow.
Maybe it's not real.
It's real.
Bullshit. No, like a normal calculator, not like a graphing calculator.
Oh, that I don't know.
Yeah, it's just a normal calculator. She claims you can press buttons, and magic happens.
Did you show her how to write boobs on it yet?
No,
You can show her the magic happens.
I'm going to show her.
A toilet flushing on movies. The first time ever.
What did she rip up? Her checkbook?
She has to rip up the note she just made about how much money she spent because they need to see a remnant in the toilet of $40,000 so that they know she was staying in this cabin.
That was why she did it. Mm-hmm. It makes sense. She was giving clues for her murder for later.
So she was in the bathroom, got changed, and then came out to do the math problem that, again, was just $700 out of $40,000. And then she went back in to take her shower. The most famous scene of all time.
I'm going to go back to Busta Rhymes and Kung Fu.
I can't remember how many edits there are in this, but there's maybe the best use of editing ever. Most famous one.
You want to know what I know about this scene?
No.
Fair enough.
I think I figured out what you know about it. Now I have an interesting story about the MPAA with this. They sent it back.
That's the story I knew.
All right. Then we don't have to tell it.
Nope.
They sent it back and said, you can't show boob. He's like, there's no boob in this. And they said, we looked at it. We voted 3 out of 5 of us saw boob.
I saw boob.
And
I just watched.
All right, there was not. And I was like, all right, I'll edit it. He waited 2 weeks, sent it back exactly the same, and then only 2 of the 5 of them saw it, and it got passed.
That's the one I just saw?
There was no edit. There's no boob in it.
There's no boob then.
They didn't send her in there naked, so there couldn't be boob.
Oh, yeah, there was no boob. I saw it just now.
She was wearing something covering her nipples, so you wouldn't see the nipple anyway.
That's what I do.
It's impossible to have seen it.
When I go to the beach.
Fucking cool-ass shots, though. And in the TV show, it's the guy falling the same way. It's so fucking awesome.
Who was the guy?
The guy that I think would play, like, the version of John Gavin plays in this, the man she's running away with.
Oh, yeah, okay.
They bring that character, except he's like kind of a piece of shit. So it's kind of fun.
Is he a piece of shit in this one?
No, he's a nice guy.
Except for the whole cheating on his wife thing.
But then you learn in Psycho 2, which is non-canon. I know that it is for the series, but Hitchcock had nothing to do with it. Robert Bloch had nothing to do with it. Robert Bloch wrote a whole different book called Psycho 2 where he goes to Hollywood, and then you find out he's been dead the whole time, and it was a different character assuming his identity. Because Robert Bloch apparently really loved the trick of using character names, but you can't see them because it's a book. Feels like he was just going back to the same idea. But, I mean, I'll read it, I guess, one day because it's interesting enough. But in Psycho 2, you find out that John Gavin's character has married her sister.
Weird.
I know.
But hot.
I know. And they get Vera Miles back for that sequel, so that's cool.
Who?
And Anthony Perkins, obviously, is in it.
Okay. Was Anthony Hopkins in the Hannibal show?
No. It was the guy from...
Mads Mikkelsen.
That's right. And he was really good in it. And Hugh Dancy played... What's his name? And they didn't have the rights to Silence of the Lambs, so it's really unfortunate because they're trying to get him because they wanted to make another season, even if it's years later. They wanted to continue it with doing their own Silence of the Lambs version of the show, too.
Okay.
And I really hope they get to do that someday.
Was the movie Hannibal any good? I remember not being impressed.
No.
I remember it was supposed to be a big deal when Ray Liotta had his head cut off and they were eating his brain.
Yeah, it looks stupid though.
It did. It looked stupid at the time.
Who made that? Ridley Scott?
I have no idea.
I think so.
And then he like cut off his hand at the end because he loves.
That was the biggest issue I had with it.
It was what?
I don't buy it. I don't buy that he would cut his own hand off.
Why? Why not? What?
Because I don't. It's just there's nothing in either movie that leads me to believe that he cares in that way deeply enough about it. It's like I don't buy any of this.
Okay, yeah,
he's gonna cut off your hand. He's gonna fucking eat it, and you're not gonna die, so it's fine. Who gives a shit?
At no point he was.
It's more about his character. He doesn't gonna look at it like I cut your hand off. He's not gonna be like, well, I've scarred you. He's not gonna think any less of you without that hand. So that's why it never made any sense to me that he would do that. People think that's interesting or character death. It's not.
Yeah, it didn't make sense. No. That's what I remember.
Now we get like a full-on sequence of him just covering up a murder. And I'm still going to be on his side when the authorities start looking into this.
Yep,
My mop.
I 100% remember all of this at my grandma's house when I was a kid. This whole scene.
Hot.
Yeah. I used to dress up like my grandma and sit in the chair.
And murder women in the shower.
Murder women in the shower. Not many women were coming over to my grandma's house to take showers, but I was ready if they ever did.
Now, the most surprising thing in this movie, obviously, set aside how they shot the shower scene, we just lost the main character. And people in 1960 now have no idea what to do because it's never happened in a narrative thing they've watched before. So they're kind of like, I'm forced to be on the side now of the guy covering up this murder.
I have seen all those old movie channels like AMC and TCM and a bunch of other letters. But what were movies about back then?
They're mostly morality plays, weren't they?
I have no idea.
From everything, they're mostly westerns, to be honest.
Yeah, there were a buttload of westerns, and then a buttload of people just talking at each other in rooms wearing suits. Between
the Universal monsters and this, you really just had the sci-fi horror stuff in the 50s. You know, technology booms and everything was causing, like, you'd have movies like The Fly, like that. Like,
okay, yeah.
That's kind of what we had, them and stuff like that. It's like Godzilla, you know. That's kind of what we were getting.
I'm looking at
genre movies.
Yeah, the rest of the horror. Or not.
I'm going to say that they were mostly plays that were filmed, and they were mostly...
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
I never thought about it. That's why I was asking.
I mean, you can look at Hitchcock's own thing. Like he made some interesting movies, though. Rear Window's an interesting movie. That's from years before this. And Vertigo's an interesting movie. North by Northwest. There's good stuff, but it's all drama.
Yeah,
I just don't like dramas.
No,
which is why I'm glad I wasn't born then, because that's all I would have gotten.
Would have been rough. This would have been it. Well, you got all the monster movies. Yeah, that's blood.
Boy, if I was born living back then, I would really love Bride of Frankenstein because it would have been the only good movie that existed for most of the time.
You got to use Clorox. I don't think he's using Clorox, Brian.
No, I've been playing a game called Crime Scene Cleaner, and you got to use a lot to get that blood off of the thing.
There was a spat of Crime Scene Cleaner TV shows, some reality, some movies based on it. Like, for some reason, that was for a couple of years the hottest thing, and then it faded away, like ska music in the 90s.
Never.
And that Latin craze that one summer in the 90s.
Never fades away.
And the big band swing music that happened that one summer in the 90s. I feel like there was another one, but I can't think of it.
To answer a question from many, many months ago, what the other song was the Stray Cats sang besides Stray Cats.
Yeah, what was it?
It's Rock This Town.
Oh, Rock It Inside Out. How did I forget?
So there we go. We did it.
Rock Around the Clock Tonight.
Nope.
That was them too.
It was Rock This Town. That was the Dave Clark Five.
That's a superhero team. Don't lie to me.
Oh, Rock This Town. I remember that after we did the episode, and then I didn't bring it up for all these months.
What did I see? I spied with my little eyes. I saw a trailer for something, and somebody was in it, and I thought it looked pretty good.
Wow,
but
great story.
Remember,
perfect use of the middle of Psycho.
Nothing's happening. He's still cleaning up that damn crime scene.
That's actually my favorite part of the movie.
When him cleaning up,
it's such an interesting thing. We just finished all the David Lynch month. This is the shit he would have done. Let's spend 10 minutes cleaning it up now and watching him do it.
This is back when you could fit a body in a trunk.
You can still fit a body in a trunk.
Tiny bodies.
What other kinds am I putting in a trunk?
I don't know.
I don't think she's that big.
Yeah. Fair enough. You can dress up like your grandma and kill people too. I never did. I did get bit by a squirrel once at her house. It did not give me squirrel girl powers.
Did give you tiny nuts.
Oh, yeah. But I've had those since birth.
Fuck, now I coughed on it.
Everyone is sick.
I'm not sick.
Yeah, you
I'm
are.
insane.
In the membrane? I think my kids like Cypress Hill.
I don't know why your kids are exposed to so many things that are terrible.
Kitty's mom, one time, when they were very young, showed them Deadpool. So I just like, all right, this is where we're at.
I remember that.
She opened the gate, and I have no ability to close it.
You'd have to take an interest.
I mean, I took an interest because I like Deadpool. So I was like, all right. I didn't think I was allowed to watch this stuff, but Grandma approved it. We're in.
Did she know what she was doing?
No, but she kept it on. It was more than halfway through the movie.
Oh. No, he's cleaning it all up, taking all her stuff, getting it all out of here. Has no idea about this money. Because that was the plot of this movie. Was that she'd stolen $40,000. So he's got all this financial issues with this motel here. And there's a $40,000, well, I'm sorry, minus 700 answer sitting on the nightstand. And he doesn't know it.
I wish she hadn't ripped up that paper. I'm trying to do the math for how much is left.
One of the reasons I wouldn't have suspected him, other than the fact that he seems like a nice guy, is that he clearly doesn't have the money.
Yeah. Oh, you mean if you were a detective following
up? When
on
Arbogast interviews him, and he does act suspicious enough and weirded out enough, but I'd look around and be like, he didn't have that 40,000.
No. Bye-bye, weirdo. Where are all these cars coming from?
All those one cars that went by the entire time he did this came from the road.
Do you remember waiting at Abbey Square?
I remember still waiting with John Michael Higgins.
That's a good memory you got. I couldn't remember that guy's name. It always eludes me.
Amazing. I got it on one.
I know.
No, we would go into Abbey Square.
And we would sit waiting for people to come off of work, and we would stare out the window, and out of desperation, because our normal games, such as the paper, rock, scissors drinking game, and I think it was just guess what number I'm thinking of drinking
There goes
game.
the money.
Oh, he threw it away.
Do you even know?
We stood there waiting for cars to come by and guessing on what color it would be. And
Yes.
if you were wrong,
I don't think everybody needs to know that we were that big of drunks.
but that's what that was like, because that bar was in the middle of nowhere. It'd be like one car. And then we just sit there for an hour waiting.
If your color
Still
car
waiting.
came in, you won.
Yep.
And the loser had to drink.
Yep. So that was hours of just sitting there waiting. You know what NFB stands for?
I don't.
No
Nerf
fat,
ball?
no fat bitches.
Oh, wow.
That's how he rolls. Oh, he's rolling that car into a swamp? Mm-hmm. This fool, there's money back there. What a yokel.
So I like in the story here, though, he doesn't know that he did this.
That's how you beat a polygraph test, I heard.
Yeah, he doesn't know. He thinks he's really being a dutiful son, covering up for his poor, sick mother. Although, it would make me reflect on the conversation I had with Marion that maybe I should put her in someplace. Because she's murdering people. It's worse than I let on. This is also a great part. It's pure black comedy. He's sitting there eating his little niblets or whatever he's got, watching the car sing. And it's going to get stuck for a second. It is great face acting. It's getting stuck right now. This is some great face acting. Stop chewing. Uh-oh, look around. What do I do?
It's part of what makes you like him. And it still makes him endearing despite you.
And I was like, good.
Right. And you're happy for him in this moment.
I'm happy for him the whole time.
You're like, whew, he did it.
I'm rooting for him.
Yeah, and you got to put it in the context of 1960, right? Because, like you said, back then this is way more shocking. Whereas now, you kind of root for the bad guy half the time.
That was basically like the
I
end
can't-
of their story if she wasn't dating Sam.
Yeah, that's right.
Because there's nobody for Arbogast to come looking for.
Because there's the money's not there. Nothing is there.
Yeah. The trail is completely cold, and he's getting away with this for sure if she's not dating Sam. Although she wouldn't be there if she wasn't dating Sam. So I guess this is all Sam's fault.
Yeah, sounds right.
It's always the man.
Son of a bitch. Hey, look at that rake monster back there.
Here's Vera Miles, still alive at the time of this recording.
Yay.
94 years old.
Who is she now?
The sister.
Oh, yeah. And she gets married.
She marries him in the in-between movies. It's kind of intimated that he's probably passed away by the second movie. So she's like, I haven't seen my sister. I came here because I know you're fucking her. And the detective comes like, I know you're fucking her. And it's like, how does everybody... This is supposed to be this like secret thing, and everybody knows he's fucking her.
Because Sam's a blabbermouth.
It's always Sam's fault.
I'm telling you.
Why'd you name your son after him?
No. What?
This is the character.
His name is Samantha.
By the way, this is Sam Loomis.
What?
This is Sam Loomis. His
Really?
character's name is Sam Loomis, which is then reused in Halloween for Dr.
Oh,
Sam
I see.
Loomis.
Okay, I got confused.
And then Billy Loomis and his daughter, Samantha.
Oh, look at that. It's a neat little circle.
This
all
is another-
wrapped up with
Another
the
great
Loomis
little fun moment.
Is it?
He's listening in on his girlfriend's disappeared. It's like, my sister's disappeared. And she's like, it's like, hey, why don't you run out and eat your lunch? He's like, oh, I've already had it. He's like, I brought my lunch today. He's like, why don't you run out and eat it? It's a great moment. And here's Arbogast, played by William H. Macy in the remake. So what a great cast. It's just terrible movie.
He's that pie fella. Private Eye. P.I.
Oh my God. Oh my God. We're going to end it right there. Sorry, you watch the rest of it yourself.
But I want to see him get caught, and then I want to hear the psychologist explain him.
See, they don't even know about this money.
Oh, well, he does, doesn't he?
Arbogast does, but they don't know. His sister doesn't know anything about it. Oh, his sister does know. But Sam doesn't know anything about it.
Oh, really? I thought Sam was in on it.
No. He didn't even know she was coming.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Oh, he lives in a different town?
He does. She was close to the town. She was nearer there than she thought when she stopped at the motel, and then she decided to turn around. So at the end, with the end of the conversation, so he didn't even know she was coming.
All right.
He's completely clueless in this, even though we know it's his fault, as we've been over. That dick too good. She's gonna steal $40,000 for that, which in 1960 money
Was at least 42,000.
it's. Well, how much is money worth now?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's been a market correction since around January.
And this is August now. It's probably
Yeah.
way worse than
That's
I remember.
Watch-Alaugust.
Watch-Alaugust. The Watch-Alongest. That's what she said. This guy, Brian, I
It
don't
would
like
be
him.
worth over $400,000 today.
That's how you do it? You just multiple everything by factors of 10?
I can show you on a calculator. No, it's just that $1 then, the thing I just looked at said it was worth $10.80 today, so it would be worth over $400,000 because it's easy to do 10.
Yeah.
You just add a zero.
10,000 is worth over 400. 40,000 is worth...
Oh, boy.
Oh, I swear to God, smoke started coming out of my ears. I felt it. All right. Ow. Room and board. Oh,
It makes sense.
boy.
Check all the local places, but he's doing it on the road. This is where the people are. This is where you would check. He really should never be discovered in this movie, to be honest with you. It's a complete fluke that he even finds this fucking motel.
It is. It's one of them things.
I'm mad now. Norman should have gotten away with this.
This is what I'm talking about. The modern sensibilities make us in favor of these horrible monsters. Look at him eating peanuts. I like this guy.
I do too.
He seems trustworthy.
I wish he would like rent a cabin to my sister.
I want to rent a cabin from him. I want to make sure there's a cool painting in it too, with eyes that look real.
Yeah. Arbogast.
The ice machine's broken.
He's going to meet Mother. Not in this scene, but he will meet Mother soon.
Because it says off ice above the door.
I hate everything about what's happening here. Did you bump your head today?
What day don't I bump my head? I bump my head every day.
I don't know why you live in one of those houses from the Shire when you're a 6'3" tall person.
It's terrible. And we have that little car.
I know you love those movies, but
I don't.
no, I know you love those movies.
I do. Well, I do every night. I take some of the film, and I unwind it. I'm like, Kitty, shh, don't listen. She's like, I don't care, Pete. Just leave me alone. And I'm like, shh, and I wrap it around my member, and then what do I do? I can't remember. I haven't read one of my romantasy books in a while. I can't remember what things are called.
You have read romantasy books?
Oh, I read all the romantasy. I've read Akotar. I've read Fourth Wing. I've got a first edition copy of the third book in the Fourth Wing one. It's the one that has the fancy dragon on the edges.
I don't know if these are real or not.
Oh, they're real. I read all of them. And there's frequently things are engorged. And you know what ladies like? Collarbones. If you got good collarbones, you're doing pretty good.
How would I know?
I have no clue.
I guess I have to find a lady to tell me.
I don't even know what a collarbone is.
It's this part.
That's your shoulder.
No, this is your shoulder. The shoulder bone's
No,
connected
that's
to
your
the
shoulder.
collarbone.
That's connected
Collarbone's
to...
connected to the wristwatch.
Oh, God, that character is great.
He died in the movie, right?
Yeah, but I feel like he did, right?
Bye, everybody.
I think he was back afterwards. I don't know.
Maybe, I don't.
That
I haven't
show-
watched it since then.
That show was still on.
Yeah, it got renewed for like another 5 years.
Jesus Christ. I'm curious.
What happens when the actors die?
Are some of them like 70 at this point?
Some of them are dead, just the side characters, not the main ones. Like, what happens when Dan Castellaneta dies?
That's what I
I know
mean.
there's voice actors and stuff, but why would you keep... whatever, it's their problem. It's their deal. Never mind.
I'm curious what that show is about now. What happens in an episode?
See, I'm so worried for him.
Oh, we're back to him. Yeah.
I'm so worried for him.
I was just watching him chew that gum.
He does let on... He says something that he shouldn't say, and that's what Arbogast becomes convinced
Stuck
it's
on
him. Because he's like, well, she may have fooled me, but she didn't fool my mother. And always the obvious question was like, oh, let me talk to your mother. Oh, no. She's an invalid. An invalid. That's how he says it. It's pretty great acting.
Oh, okay. I got to pay attention now. So shut up. Is he about to do it?
No.
Is he doing it now?
I think it happens when they walk outside.
Boring. He looks kind of like Jim Carrey.
I don't know who I'm offended for.
Look, there.
No, he doesn't.
Just like Jim Carrey. No, maybe not. He looks like someone else.
You know that I'm surprised you've gotten through this whole movie without commenting on this being the grandfather of the girl that works at that store in Long Lakes.
Oh, yeah. You know why? Because I was thinking of the monkey. I forgot about Long Legs.
That's also Osgood Perkins.
I know, but it made me forget that his granddaughter was in the movie. I wonder if she was in the monkey. I wonder if she was the monkey.
I don't think she was the monkey.
I like that we got to see the monkey bang the cymbals.
He beat a drum.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, I'm sad that we didn't get to watch the monkey play the cymbals.
We got to watch the monkey bang a drum. We got to watch a T-Rex bang a gong. And we got to watch Anthony Perkins' granddaughter work at a store.
And she said Nicolas Cage was creepy, and she was right.
She knows creepy. It runs in the family.
Oh, yeah. Did he? Oh, he directed stuff, too, didn't he, Anthony Perkins?
He directed Psycho 3.
Psycho 3? Oh, that's his franchise. For some reason, I thought it's a different franchise that he jumped over to, like Halloween or something.
I don't know if he ever directed anything else, but he did direct Psycho 3. It's an interesting movie.
Interesting good or interesting?
I think so.
Well,
I don't know
most
that everyone
things are
does.
interesting.
Jeff Fahey's nuts in it. That's pretty great.
Who's he?
He's a guy that works at the hotel, I think. I can't remember exactly.
What even is the plot of these second and third ones? He gets let
Second
out.
one's fascinating. Second one is really a question of whether or not society will ever let Norman Bates be normal, because he's deemed sane, he's let go, and the town and people around the murders are still very angry with him, and they've labeled him this one thing. So just because they say he's sane, they want to prove he's crazy. So are they pushing him into being this crazy, or is he actually crazy? It's actually a fascinating sequel that is way better than people gave it credit for at the time, that now is seen as a very strong movie. The third one is more of an 80s slasher, which is what I like about it. It invented this, and now it's devolved into something, and it's like, let's go play in the filth with it, and I kind of really enjoyed it.
Interesting, because it sounds good on paper.
I think they're both really interesting movies. And the fourth one's like a prequel that's, everyone loves a prequel.
Everyone.
So I think the series is actually way better than it got credit for, because people really hated the idea of Psycho 2. Like, why would somebody make a sequel to Psycho 28 years later? But I thought there was a fascinating reason to do it, and Anthony Perkins is I think he's better in 2 than he is in 1.
And the big weight, too, helps. If you're trying to tell a story, you give it time to sit, you'll give it time to leave, because otherwise it's going to be the same person, and he's the same.
And the whole movie, you're like, I don't know which way this is going to go. Is he back? Is Mother back? Or is he just being fucked with? It's so interesting.
We're going to watch that one?
There, you said invalid. We're going to watch Psycho 2 later this year, probably. Because I thought about it when this was on the docket, and I was like, fuck, we should watch Psycho 2, because it's a really interesting movie.
Can't believe you made me miss the part where he says invalid.
Invalid.
Rewind it.
I just did. That was him.
Something. Not Donald Pleasance. Who's the guy who sounds like that?
I don't know how I would ever pick this out.
Donald Sutherland. Was he in Invasion of the Body Snatchers?
Yeah.
One time, somebody, back when phones were still a thing, somebody called me one time and they're like, we are doing like movie surveys, because they do ask questions, whatever. They get information through surveys. And I wasn't the right age, but she kept the number. Then she called back one time, and it was about Invasion of the Body Snatchers, I think, with the remake or the new one coming out. And then she asked me if I had read the book, and for some reason I said yes. And then she asked me all these questions about the book, and I was like, "Yep, I don't remember." And to the point where it was very obviously she knew I was lying. And then she asked me if I knew who Donald Sutherland was, and I was like, "Yep." And she said, "Well, what's your favorite movie with them?" And I'm like, "Yep." I had nothing. I don't know why I lied. I knew nothing, Brian.
She just said my favorite movie is Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
She put me in a spot. I didn't know there was an original Invasion of the Body Snatchers. I didn't read the book or see the movie.
It would have been great if you had said Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And he was like on the other line going, fuck.
I don't even think I knew that was him then either, even though I had seen the movie.
I remember hearing Sarah Michelle Gellar tell a story about being at a dinner once in Hollywood, and like Kiefer Sutherland was there, and she was very new. Buffy was just starting, so nobody really knew who she was. And he was very nice to her and was like, "Oh, I heard you were working on something." She's like, "Yeah, I'm working on Buffy the Vampire Slayer." He's like, "I think my dad was in that." And she's like, "Oh, it's different though. It's a TV show. It's not a continuation." He's like, "Oh," and he's like very confused by this entire thing, this thing that his dad probably bitched about
constantly.
And then he's like, "What? You're in what?" Like, what a random draw for the person sitting with you at a Hollywood dinner, right?
I forgot that Kiefer Sutherland was Donald Sutherland's son. Because I always just think of him as Kiefer Sutherland. It's not like the Charlie Sheen, Emilio Estevez hotly contested rivalry of brothers from that acting family.
I'm waiting to see if you get the name Martin Sheen or not, because you just danced around it the entire way. I want to wait for that woman to call and ask what your favorite Martin Sheen movie is.
I'm not going to know the answer. Was he in Ben-Hur?
No.
Was he in Spartacus?
No.
Jesus.
That's Kirk Douglas.
No, that's Kirk Cameron. No.
Kirk Cameron in Spartacus.
No. Oh, shit. What the hell? I don't know what Martin Sheen... Oh.
Apocalypse Now?
No.
Wall Street?
Nope. No. The Departed.
Hot Shots Part 2?
The Departed.
He wasn't The Departed.
Yeah.
He was thrown off of the roof.
I hate that movie.
You hate the last minute of the movie.
No, I hate the whole movie.
I think most of the movie's pretty good. It's not as good as people make it out to be. It's not when Scorsese should be finally winning his best director. He's made much better movies than that.
How did Marky Mark know that the other one was the bad guy?
We went over this.
I don't remember the answer. I know it's wrong.
I think I'm the one who brought this question up.
No, that was my question.
No, I think I brought it up once, and that's you just adopted that as the reason you hate it now.
Well, he did take your thing. No, I walked out of the theater hating that movie.
Because of the rat.
That was annoying, too.
I don't think you would have hated it without that. You get fixated on one thing, like when it says 1 year later.
That's so dumb.
Or
why do they mess that up?
Or when Megan doesn't dance enough for you. You get fixated on one thing and then decide everything is terrible. We never know what that thing's going to be, but it's probably going to be Ben Grimm.
It's very rarely John Carpenter, despite being a horror podcast. It's usually Ben Grimm. He's the thing.
By the time this comes out, the new Fantastic Four will have hit theaters.
Ooh.
We probably had to go to a mental institution to avoid.
I'm excited. Oh,
I'm excited for that one and Superman.
I saw the
I know that they
Superman
both already
trailer.
came out. They might be terrible, and we might be sitting here talking up movies that have. They feel like they're going to be fun to me.
Past us are very excited for certain movies, and
Yes.
I saw the new trailer when I went to go see the Minecraft, and it was really good.
I'm into both, and they both feel like the right time for not so much a reboot of what superhero movies are, but they both kind of feel like that. Like we're going to take it back down to simple nostalgia and fun.
Yeah,
That's what I want.
Crypto is there.
It's funny because I like dark movies, but like when I'm not watching a horror movie, I want your movie to be fucking fun, and if it's not, I get really angry about it.
Yeah,
I don't have time to watch movies, so when I watch something, it better be fucking good.
a lot of horror movies are fun too.
Yeah, horror movies are almost all fun to me.
Yeah, well,
And
yeah, because you like sick, twisted, scary
me too.
things.
Yes. So if I'm watching a comedy, like God, it better be good. If I'm watching a superhero movie, it better be good. I not waste my time. I didn't go see Captain America. I haven't seen it yet. It was been out on VOD for a minute. I haven't seen it because like, why? I'm not going to watch it. Like I'll watch it one day maybe, but I don't have time to sit and
Whatever
watch
the
this.
new one is with Sam Wilson, the Falcon as Captain
Yeah,
America.
and like I watched the TV show when it was on, and I liked it fine. But nothing about this movie gave me a vibe. It was going to be a good movie,
No.
so I skipped it. And you know me, it's hard for me to skip things when I've seen all those things. But I don't have time to watch your, I'm sure, 2.5 hour long movie.
Yeah, too long. People dump on the Marvels all over the place, but it was 90 minutes, and I thought it was fun.
I didn't even see that one, and I think I would like it.
It's fun.
This is why I need to get sick more often. If I was sick, I would lay there and watch movies that I have to pay attention to.
What are you doing that's not laying there?
I'm watching movies I have to pay attention to.
Oh, yeah, right. You have to go places.
It's between the theater and the festival that one time, I had to watch like 30 movies in like a week. It was incredibly difficult.
This guy's about to die.
Yes, he's going to meet Mother.
Stupid inspector.
Arbogast. I always love that name.
Is that how he pronounced it? Oh, don't go in there. There's an old lady in there. And she's
No, the
dead.
guy who pronounces like that is the sheriff. When they go ask the sheriff because he disappeared, he's like, what was his name? Arbogast. I said, everybody in this movie has memorable
Right down the stairs.
everything. It's a cool shot. Arbogast screams.
Arbogast. No, it's these two.
This is when they fall in love, I guess. Looking for her probably dead sister.
That's the best time.
Well, he's turned on.
Right.
By
So
the
they
whole
look kind of
situation.
alike.
They don't.
Well, they're sisters. They
I
have
think
to.
Vera Miles was one of the actors who didn't hate Hitchcock. Actresses who didn't hate Hitchcock.
I thought all of them hated Hitchcock.
I might be getting that exactly wrong. Maybe she's one of the ones that really did. One way or the other, she was definitely on the record about it. And I think it might have been one of the ones who was like, I never had a bad experience with him. Except like she lost out on roles she thought she was going to get. But like
Who? I feel like there was somebody else who was a
Grace Kelly liked him.
All right. No, because I don't know who she was.
She was in Rear Window.
I don't remember that
She
one.
became the Princess of Monaco. She died in a car crash.
That's what I remember her from.
And
Not the car crash, the Princess of Monaco thing.
yeah,
But I get that confused with Princess Mononoke.
understandable. You're an idiot. So it's understandable.
Not all the time, just sometimes.
Princess Grace of Mononoke.
Right.
No. Tippi Hedren's the one I think hated him.
Her name
I think there was more than one that hated him, but I think Tippi Hedren was like the big one.
Joss Whedon.
Well,
He's another dick.
Didn't have to show him what happened to that body because they just showed him staring off into the.
Oh, is that what that was?
I don't know how you watch movies. I just don't know how you watch movies.
What's he looking at there?
He's watching something sink. He's I can see the connection here between the Ed Gein thing, at least the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. These people keep showing up here.
He just wants to be left alone.
I'm just trying to be left alone and make my bone furniture.
Yeah, I get.
And these people keep coming.
You start to feel bad for a man after a certain point. Well, there we were, officer, just minding our own business.
It's funny. I often feel bad for both Leatherface and Norman Bates. I've never once felt bad for Buffalo Bill.
No. Not even when he became the chief of police of San Francisco.
Is that Monk?
It sure is. I've been watching Monk again.
I used to be able to do an impression Buffalo Bill. Because he actually talks like that and everything, so I guess it's just an impression of the actor. What's his name?
Oh, fuck. What is his name? I've been staring at it forever. No, it's not McGinnis. That's the other guy.
It's definitely not Irish.
Ted Levine.
That's right. Levine?
Levine.
Well, I used to be able to do an impression, but I can only ever do the one line. She's a big old fat person. That's the only line I could ever do. This actress here that we've met, the sheriff's wife, was in our in memoriam for 1986.
Oh,
As well was the voice of Norma,
Mother.
the voice of Mother at the end at least, and the cop we're going to see at the very end of the movie, who is played by Ted Knight, famous
Jesus
Ted Knight
Christ.
of Caddyshack and Mary Tyler Moore Show.
Do you have a little checklist, like a hole puncher, and just all their names from movies, and you punch them out as they go?
Well, yeah, with this movie, I think the only person alive that worked on it is Vera Miles.
Yeah, so there's a lot of holes.
And again, we're recording this in April, so I can't guarantee that's true. In fact, the odds are not great at 94 that it'll be true in August.
Oh boy, it's summertime. Nobody dies in the summer.
What about all those people Will Smith runs over at 2 miles per hour?
Wait, what? Was that a movie, or did you do that in real life?
The song "Summertime," 2 miles an hour, so everybody sees you. Actually, if they can see him, I guess they're not getting hit by him.
I don't know. There's that one guy in the Austin Powers movies who got run over by the steamroller, even though he saw it coming.
That's right. There's a stupid thing, and it might be true and it might not be. It's definitely got to be a reference. In Halloween Kills. Is it Kills? Or Ends? I think it's Kills. In Halloween Kills, the people that live in the Myers house currently are a gay couple. One of them is the actor that plays that guy that gets run over by the steamroller, the comedian.
Oh.
And that's with Mike Myers coming at him on a steamroller. Well, as Michael Myers comes at him in the attic, it turns and he just yells, "No!"
From what I've heard, those last Halloween movies, because I saw the first one of the relaunch, I guess.
Which we've talked about. I liked it. I still like it, but it does not hold up to any scrutiny of what's going on.
Oh, it's too bad. I only saw it the first time.
But it's still an enjoyable watch, so I'm not mad at it at all. I'll watch it and I enjoy it. But when you start thinking any steps ahead into what she's doing, it's like, this makes zero sense.
All right, so try not to think ahead. But
And
I heard part
Kills
2
I
and
hate.
3. Kills is part 2 or part 3?
2, and I hate it. And Ends is a completely different movie that I really like, that most people really hate. But I think that time will be kinder to it because it's a really, I think, well-made and interesting movie.
Okay.
That's just not about what you want it to be about. But I feel like years from now, people will look back and be like, "This is actually a pretty good,
Very
fun movie."
David Lynchian.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that. Not at all like what it's saying, but like we're not going to give you what you expect, but we're going to give you like a really kind of solid. Now, people even listening to this right now are probably like, "Fuck that, man! That movie's horrible." And it's like, I think it's going to change perspective at some point. I really do.
In time.
I was also angry at what I got because it's the end of the Laurie Strode saga, so I'm mad that I'm not getting more of that. But as a movie, it was interesting. And how much more can I ask for from the fucking 12th Halloween movie than it was interesting? Because Kills wasn't interesting.
Shit. So can't they just relaunch it anyway?
Yeah, I'm sure they will.
Yeah.
They don't ask me. If they'd asked me, I'd have told them Minecraft would have made money and they wouldn't have been so surprised. They don't ask me. Everyone's like, what do you do with Halloween? What do you do with Halloween? I know what you do. You set it in fucking 1979. Period. Just what's he up to the next year? Just get to it. Just relaunch it as a whole other universe of itself. Laurie Strode doesn't to be there. She's away at college. But he's coming home again.
I see what you're saying.
But he's coming home again. So it's going to look like a movie from 1979. It's going to feel like a movie from 1979. The flashbacks and kills are the only good part of that movie.
Okay.
And it's cool because you're like walking around 1978 Halloween again. It's pretty cool. Just do that shit again.
That's what you want? Just a, was it Netflix? Had like those Fear Streets that were sent in?
Yeah, there's a new one already out. This is out in August?
Yeah.
Maybe it's coming in September. Maybe it's out in June. I don't know.
I do not know either.
Fear Street Prom Night or something.
Ooh.
Prom Queen.
I wonder when that one takes place.
I don't know. It's based on one of his books.
He has books?
I didn't realize I thought he wrote kids horror movies, but I guess he writes teen horror movies or horror books too.
Oh yeah, he does. I forgot about that. I've read the R.L. Stine Fear Street. You know what's funny? I never connected that with Stine. I thought it was just Fear Street. Huh. He has a lot of those books.
Yeah, they were interesting. They weren't bad or anything like that. I could never figure out who they were for
Yeah,
sure.
you've told me that. I think that's great.
Yeah, I think they were interesting because they were definitely for people that like Stranger Things, who grew up a little bit. Except that, well, first one, just there's a moment that goes so much more hardcore than you'd ever expect, and I'm like, who's this for? Is this for me? Which I'm like, thank you, but also then the rest of this isn't for me.
See, I appreciate that though. It's like the movies from the 80s when we were. It might just be nostalgia, but you don't get that anymore. You don't get those shockingly out of place moments in a movie that is meant to be for a kid.
This one had one. This one had one that was so unexpected to me that they show the meat slicer, and I'm still like not thinking that it's possible because I'm watching like what's meant to be like a young adult horror film. So I'm like, well, they're not going to get into that. And then it gets like they throw her on top of the thing to like push her through it, and I'm still like, oh, that's not going to happen. And then not only does it happen, but they show it. I'm like, huh. That is going to be a nightmare fuel for the kids watching, going from Stranger Things to this.
That's what I like. It forces.
I'm all for it. Right. I just couldn't believe it.
It forces those hard conversations with parents.
But Pete, there was 2 more movies that came out, and they didn't do that at all. So I'm still like, what did this one moment come from?
That's too bad.
That's kind of neat. The second one's like a flashback story to the 70s. So you get kind of a 70s slasher movie that kind of works. And then the other one goes back to like witch times, and it wasn't bad. Like I had no complaints about it. I was still confused about who that moment was for.
Yeah, understandable. I like it. I don't care who it was for. What's happening now?
You know who Vin Diesel knows it wasn't for. Not for me. Which one's better, though? My impression of Vin Diesel or my impression of James Gum?
I don't know. I like everyone's Vin Diesel. I like the not for me. I like the did not.
I'm 50-50 on Vin Diesel's version of it. But I like everyone else's.
That's pretty generous. 50-50.
I think half his movies are masterpieces and half of them are terrible. There's no middle ground.
Where is Triple X 2? I don't even think it was in that one.
Yeah, that was Ice Cube.
Ice Cube was in a rap group, wasn't he?
NWA.
Yeah.
You know what that stands for, Pete?
You think I would catch it faster? Nope. It's no. No working asshole. That's the sign on the tattoo on my butt. I haven't pooped in months. Probably because I got my butthole tattooed.
In the inner part.
Yeah, the inner part. It's just a big swollen part now. I can't find the opening, you see.
This is such a 60s movie. They all went to church. This isn't even her town.
That's right. There's a lot of churches in old movies, too.
Yeah.
Lots of stuff happens in a church. They're always going to church.
Not the stuff that they're showing you in these movies, though.
Getting married in church.
Oh, yeah, the Pope died like yesterday from when we were recording this.
That's right. He did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. So there's going to be a new Pope?
That's generally how it works.
How long was that Pope in office?
Not that long because he was pretty old when he got it. But
yeah, I feel like it's been a long time.
No, I don't think it was that long. 12 years or so, maybe.
That's not a long time now?
I don't know.
Shrug your shoulders. What are you, an immortal?
The movie Conclave is about picking a new pope, and I swear to God this happened. It came out on VOD today, the day we're recording this. So within like an hour of the Pope thing being announced, there was a Prime Video scheduled tweet that said, Conclave screaming on VOD tomorrow. And somebody retweeted it and was like, the marketing for this movie is fucking insane.
Man, you're never going to have a hotter property than right now.
The timing is amazing.
I've heard of the Conclave. People seem to like it. It sounds slow.
I know Isabella Rossellini got an Academy Award nomination, and Blue Velvet, obviously.
Yes.
And she was in the movie for like 2 minutes or 3 minutes. She has like one scene, and people debated the whole time, like, isn't that what we're supposed to be rewarding? Because they gave these awards to people who are basically the stars of their movies. Zoe Saldana is not the lead of the movie she won for, but she's on screen the most. She has the flashiest part. Kieran Culkin won Best Supporting Actor. He's not the lead, technically, if you read the movie one way, but he's on screen the entire movie. That's not what it's supposed to be. So there's category fraud going on. And then they watch Isabella Rossellini kill her one scene, and it's like, shouldn't she be winning this award? Like, because this is actually a supporting performance?
I don't know. I just saw somewhere that they're enforcing the whoever votes on the movies has to watch all of the movies in the category before they can vote now. Yeah. They're just making that rule.
Yeah.
So it's crazy to me that you didn't have to watch anything and you could still vote.
And they give it to you for free.
Give what?
The screener. So you can just watch it wherever you want, whenever you want. You have all the time in the world. There's only 5 movies per category, except for Best Picture, which you'll catch if you watch the other categories.
That's just it boggles my mind that was a...
Yeah, but it's going to blow up in their face when they only get like one person voting for Best Documentary every year. Because who's going to sit and watch all those? They're depressing as shit.
Well, let them blow up in their face then. Their other way is flawed. You know how I feel about flawed
Did you see
processes.
we're going to get Acme versus...
Yes, I saw that.
Versus Acme? I can't wait. The best marketing for a movie ever.
Seriously?
Don't tell me I can't watch something.
I don't even think it's going to be good.
I think it will be good.
You think
it's
so?
a great concept.
I know. I love the concept behind it, but they buried it for a reason, right?
No.
No?
They buried it because they didn't want to... They thought it wouldn't make money, and they got a bigger tax write-off than they expected it to make at the box office.
Oh.
Yeah. Because the test screenings were strong for the movie.
Oh.
Yeah. The new Looney Tunes movie that just came out bombed. They're not wrong.
There was a new Looney Tunes
It was,
movie?
and it got amazing reviews. Like the best Looney Tunes thing in forever. It was a Daffy Duck and Porky Pig adventure thing. Huh. And it was in theaters, didn't make any money, and it's already out of theaters. But it got, like, the reviews were, like, exceptional.
I don't know what that means.
This is the thing. David Zaslav's a piece of shit, an anti-art piece of shit, the biggest piece of shit in the world.
All right. How do you feel about him for real, though?
I like him. He's a nice guy. He wasn't wrong about these Looney Tunes movies not making money. Just that it's bullshit that you funded the thing and then cut it when people couldn't see it. It's horseshit. Like, take your loss. Stop producing them.
Who were the two actors? Will Forte and...
John Cena?
John Cena, that's right. I couldn't remember. You know, actually, I just saw Jason Momoa.
I thought it was going to be because you said actor, and it's tough to...
I like John Cena as
I
an
like John
actor.
Cena as John Cena, I guess.
It's Batista.
Yeah.
We've talked about that. He's the only one who's ever really broken through.
As an actual actor?
Yeah.
I'd like to see him play Norman Bates. I bet he'd do a far better job. I know he would because I watched Knock at the Cabin, and he was doing similar kinds of ideas where I don't know what to trust and not trust about him.
Yep.
We're already up to the end. This movie
did go fast.
I told you. You were like, it's black and white. And I'm like, that doesn't actually slow the time.
It does because it's an older time. Things moved slower back then.
Maybe it's because I saw someone make this in color, but this movie shouldn't be in color.
It's that bad?
It's that bad, but also there's a timeless quality to this that doesn't work if it's in Technicolor, I don't think. Because 60s color is not the same.
No, you're right. Who?
I wouldn't think this would be good if I was seeing like green cabins right now. I just don't think it would work.
Were the cabins green?
No, that's just a guess.
I think they are. Still don't have that.
Doesn't it feel like they're green?
Yeah, it does.
Not easy.
That's what I hear.
Could be brown.
No, it's green.
Could be red. Could be pretty much anything but black and white because I can see it. So
No, it's green. I can smell it. What's she looking for?
this was her hotel room, her sister's hotel room.
What's
She's
she
looking for any evidence that she was in here. Even though Arbogast already basically confirmed that she was in there because he went to go grab the one key when he was going to do with him to go change the sheets, and he skipped that one. So he's like, I think she was in cabin 1. So it doesn't actually... As she's going to find a clue here. She's going to find the $40,000 thing she wrote down.
Toilet note.
Yes. And he's going to say, she never... It's funny because she's going through this thing. She's very excited she found it. It's like, she had to be here. And he's like, Bates never denied she was here. That's not the issue. No shower curtain. So that's good stuff. For how far you can push 1960, that's actually like a pretty haunting little moment.
Detectoring.
I like that. How do you think the toilet people felt? Yeah, I'm going to let that question sink in for a second. How do you think Big Toilet felt when they finally got representation on screen and the toilet does such a poor job it can't flush a piece of paper?
I think I would just try to ride the hype of being the first toilet ever in a movie.
I'm talking about their business strategy.
I understand.
I just think that maybe this is the moment that we've analyzed Psycho for too long. 65 years was the limit is how much people should ever analyze Psycho if I got to. What do you think Big Toilet thought about their toilet?
I think they're okay with the press.
Yeah.
It's big news.
No such thing as bad press.
Shit, what was the hotel in Buffalo? Here in Buffalo, we had the first hotel in the world that had toilets in every room.
Wow.
Seriously.
It's like they had one in the bathroom, they had one in the bedroom, they had one in...
Yep. That's exactly what I mean.
That's what you told me.
Oh, God, you killed me.
I was in a hotel in Toronto that had 3 bathrooms. My house has 1 bathroom. And like a literal hotel. We've stayed at that hotel, but
Yeah, that fancy one.
They were out of the regular hotel rooms. It was only like $50 more for like this other one. And I was like, fine. And I go up there and I'm like, what the fuck? There was like a full kitchen. There was like a full living room. There was 3 bathrooms.
I've stayed in one of those one time.
There was a phone in the bathroom. I was like, ooh, look at me, king of the castle.
There was a phone and
I called
a TV.
you from it. Actually, I called you from it.
Did I pick up?
Yeah.
Ooh.
What a rare win.
I know. What perfect timing.
I think I remember calling you. I was like, I'm calling you from a bathroom. And it was like, I just had to call somebody.
I get
The
it.
only time I'm ever going to have this is, I mean, cell phones existed, so I don't know why this technology was so interesting to me.
Because it's fancy.
Because now I talk to you in the toilet all the time.
That's where I usually hang out.
The thing was, I wasn't on the toilet. I was just in the bathroom going, there's a phone here.
I'm trying to think if I've ever been in a cool enough bathroom that warrants a phone call. I don't think I have. Mm-hmm. You've got a life experience up on me, Brian.
The whole experience was crazy to me. They tore this down. This was on the Universal tour.
I remember
forever.
seeing it.
I saw it in California.
That's where
Universal
I saw
tour, yeah. It's in the same tour where you see Jaws pop out of the water.
I saw him pop out of the water too.
This is the creepiest image, this house just back there. And I remember when I was little, I don't remember where we were, but I feel like it was like a lawyer's office or something. That we were, no, I don't think it was bad. I think it was like just life policy things or whatever that they were getting taken care of by parents. He had a scale model of the hotel and the house in the background. That was the coolest fucking thing. And I'd never seen the movie, but I was like, it was haunting just looking at it.
That's pretty neat, actually.
Just looking at the model of it was cool. It was under glass.
Without having context, yeah.
And then when I saw the movie, I was like, oh, shit. I think I'd been to Universal Studios before that, too. So I thought I seen Universal Studios, saw the thing, and I'm like, what is this thing? And that kind of began my fascination, which will be ruined by the psychiatrist at the end of this movie. The first time I tried to watch it.
Coming up shortly.
But remember, like you'd see the house back there, and there'd be the woman rocking up in the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guess what?
Boy, let's see.
Think hard.
I don't know.
Me neither. I forgot. You thought too long. God damn it, Brian.
I thought too long.
Oh, no. That wasn't a lady rocking back and forth in the window.
Guess what? It wasn't in this movie either.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah. In the movie Maxine, which I thought was a really disappointing movie to finish off the X trilogy.
Oh, okay.
There's a whole sequence that takes place of her hiding in the Bates house because it's set in the 1980s at the Universal lot.
Oh.
And I thought that was cool just to have her run in.
That is neat.
The iconography of this is as good to me as almost anything in movies because this is my kind of movie. This is a movie that I fell in love with. So some people could be excited to see the E.T. bike things, and I'm like, I don't give a shit about that.
On that.
What's cool is seeing the fucking Bates house.
Look, it's her sister's hand. They've been cut off and bronzed.
I like this scene a lot because, first of all, there's the creepiness of just knowing why there's an indent in the bedroom. There. It's just creepy enough on its own because she's been had this thing laying there forever.
Yeah.
But it pulls all these old 1930s tricks. Panning on a creepy statue. Oh, what's that reflection in the mirror? It's me. This is all the old dark house.
Oh, yeah.
Except this movie's borrowing from that to then do something, to go to something next that is very new.
I remember the old horror movies, like these black and white ones. That was what it was, a lot of like, and then you'd get the ghost.
I think that was on purpose, that they did those two shots back to back, where it's 1930s movie, and then we're into, hey, what's this weird indent? I think it's like, oh, we're doing something so much sicker and different than that.
Creepy child room, always good.
Yes, because there's no child in this house, Pete.
No. But even if there is a child in the house.
But he killed her when he was young, so he never advanced beyond that, I suppose.
How old was he when he killed her?
That's tough to say.
How old is he now while the movie's taking place?
I also don't know.
Okay.
I'm going to say he's in his early mid-20s.
Okay, I thought maybe 30. No, I guess you're right.
I'm going to say he killed her right around the time he became sexually, like, his hormones hit big.
I thought they were banging.
No.
Is that Hannibal?
No.
None of them were sleeping with their mothers?
Oedipus.
Okay, aside from him, I thought they all had these mother issues.
I think. Well, Leatherface doesn't have one.
Nope.
I feel like James Gumb did have a mother issue. I feel like that it would be a part of everything he's up to, honestly.
Yeah. think they all do.
I'm pretty positive Norman Bates has one. Yeah, his issue, his mother won't leave him the fuck alone. Fucking killed you, and I gotta deal with this shit still?
Yeah.
So the story is that she took a lover. He became jealous because it was just the two of them, and he murdered them. He gave them strychnine.
Oh,
He
okay.
poisoned them.
And he was jealous because he was banging her.
I don't think he was banging her in the story. In
Okay.
Bates Motel, what they do is he puts some poison into the air ducts, closes all the ducts so they're gonna, except for the ones to their rooms,
Yeah.
so they're gonna die in their sleep. And Nestor Carbonell, who's the sheriff, I think he was dating at that point, comes to try to rescue them. And he's trying to revive, he pulls them both out of their bedrooms, and he's trying to revive Norma, and she doesn't come to. But as he's performing CPR, Norman comes back, which is a brilliant way to do it because Norman never leaves him again.
Oh. He's just there now.
So he did save Norma in a way, because Norman lived, and Norma's now inside of his reasoning and thought process.
Whenever I see Nestor Carbonell, I only think of him as Batman in that short-lived live-action Tick. That's all I see him as.
And then he got to be in Batman.
Oh, yeah, he was the mayor, right?
Yeah.
In The Dark Knight.
And for some reason, he was still the mayor, I think, 8 years later, which I don't know what these term limits are on this.
I thought he died. Uh-oh,
He does die in that. I bet she's sexy.
Yeah.
Yeah, turn
know.
around. Let me see that. Ooh.
Show us. Yeah. Scream. There it is. It's
good
the
scream.
light bulb. What do you see? He's crazy.
He thinks he's his mother. So is he crazy or is she crazy?
She's crazy.
I think you should be able to overpower him. He doesn't look very strong. And you were almost James Bond.
And that's just a wig. And that knife's made of rubber. And that skull is creepy.
We're going to see it again.
No, we're not.
Okay. I don't know why you were so forceful on that.
I don't believe you anymore.
What? Based on what?
You said we were going to see that skull again.
Yeah, we're going to. Now, here's where I turned on the movie for the first time.
Yeah, but even if you had turned it on 5 minutes before, you still wouldn't have watched the whole movie.
I understand. But I still would have been like, there's a crazy twist that just happened.
Okay.
Whereas instead, I'm going to sit here with the rest of them and have the entire plot explained to me.
That's what happened to me with Twin Peaks.
Now, this is a scene David Lynch would never allow into his movie.
Oh, the exposition?
The only point of the movie is be like, in case you didn't understand what just happened.
I thought he does do that. Oh, his movies are famously easy to understand. He
I
doesn't
see.
need to.
Yes.
He doesn't need to do this. I understand.
Just can you imagine if like the last 5 minutes of Mulholland Drive was like, okay, what did we just watch? And then he just explains the whole thing.
I would love it because he would agree with me.
I don't think he would.
And I'd finally be justified. Like Timothy Oliphant. Is it Oliphant? Or is it an elephant?
I think it's Oliphant, like sycophant.
Okay.
But it could be Oliphant, like elephant. Or elephant. Oliphant.
Alan Funt.
Timothy Oliphant.
Alan Funt is a name that sticks in your head once you hear it.
I can't get rid of it.
I know. He pops up every young girls.
Saw it one time. Yeah, there was 2 more dead bodies on the ledgers, and he's like, oh, the mother told me. Norman's been naughty before.
Oh, Norman.
This is me sitting there going, okay, is this the beginning of Psycho? Because I'm still confused as how this is happening at the beginning at the 4 o'clock hour.
I've seen movies like that.
Yeah.
Where
That's the part of it. It's not just that he's explaining it to me. It's that I think this is the beginning of Psycho. And then the credit comes up and I'm like, what the fuck?
I can't, oh man, that's happened more than once too. I wish I could think of it because I watched it. I'm like, what happened? Like the end.
This is the original last 7 minutes of the account, except it's the opposite because it makes complete sense.
This is the opposite.
Like that should have been my example. If you watch the last 7 minutes of Psycho, you will understand what happened in Psycho.
If there is an order to the universe and there can be polar opposites, it's these 2 moments.
I saw the Accountant 2 trailer again, by the way. It looks like actually like a lot of fun. And I'm just so confused because it doesn't look anything like the first movie. But I can tell you that we're never going to have to wonder what the J.K. Simmons character was up to because he dies early in this movie.
Oh, no, they show that?
They show it because the entire movie is about like his thing on his arm is find the accountant, and they're trying to track down what happened with something related to something in the first movie that I don't know what it is.
Me neither.
But the trailer is actually kind of fun. I saw a review that said it's way better than the first one. And I was like, yeah, I buy that. First of all, it looks like it makes narrative sense. That's half the battle.
Did Anna Kendrick come back?
No.
Oh.
That's the other half. We did it. John Barenthal is the Anna Kendrick now.
I'm the Anna Kendrick
Look at
now.
me. Look at me.
I feel that the trailers are the only things we should be allowed to watch from The Accountant 2.
I agree, but it looks like a fun movie.
No, you can't, because then it might make sense retroactively.
I don't think that's going to happen, first of all. But
you don't think so?
it just looks like a really fun John Barenthal performance.
I don't know how I feel about Barenthal.
I think his Punisher is incredible.
I thought it was a boring show. I liked it in Daredevil.
The show is not his fault. The character and his performance in it, I think, is great.
I liked him when he was on Daredevil. Hey,
Yeah.
did you watch the new Daredevil?
Yeah, he's in it again.
Is it
House
good?
It twice. Yes, it's good. It gets a little muddled because they were trying to rewrite stuff on the fly.
Yeah.
It's much more focused going into next half. Like they did 9 episodes. There's another 9 coming next year or whatever. It looks like it's gonna be way better next year
Because they know what they're doing now. They fixed all the...
They pulled off way more than I thought they would, considering the deficit they were in. Where like 70 episodes were shot already.
Yeah.
But that said, there's a weird thing that happened with this show that you'll probably not even notice,
Probably not.
and it drove me insane. Do you know what cross-cutting is?
Is that where you cut down a tree?
In a film, yeah, that's when you cut down a tree. That's what all 9 episodes were about. They got him in the end.
You make the X on one side, like the V, and then you go to the other side and make the V.
It's when you're watching one character's plot, and then it'll cut to the other character's plot. And
Okay.
it'll cut back and forth and back and forth. Usually because, and I'm like usually, only because they're tied to each other, and it's interesting to watch the duality of what's happening. That's not how the show uses it. It uses it like 3 times an episode. And I've also seen it used, this is what I criticize sometimes when I read reviews. I hate it when they use it because they know that neither scene is interesting. So they're trying to force it to feel like it's more relevant and vibrant than it is. And you can always see through it. This just did it. And like
What do you
only
mean?
one time in 9 episodes out of 20 times doing it, did I think it actually helped the show where it was like, oh, it feels like things are building and progressing in these storylines well. The rest of it was just like, spend 2 minutes with Wilson Fisk, join back in conversation where we left off the Daredevil one. And it was so annoying. That cop right there that's opening the door, Ted Knight.
Who's Ted Knight?
Ted Knight died in 1986, so he was in our thing. He was the star of the Mary Tyler Moore Show. He was the star of Caddyshack.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know if I ever saw Caddyshack.
And here's the famous ending. We will see the skull again. God damn it! And I will regain your trust.
All right, we'll see. Because I saw this movie once, and I don't remember a skull.
I think this is probably why after I watched somebody explain the movie to me for 5 minutes, I was still all in on figuring this out, like watching this and loving this movie. Because this actual ending itself right here is killer.
Oh, him just sitting in the blank wall.
With the mother voice saying, it's like, I had to turn him in because he was bad. Like, they're going to suspect me. And it's so creepy. And we're going to see her skull.
We're going to see his skull.
Oh, no. That's what you're going to say, isn't it?
I wasn't planning on it, but it seems convenient.
That's when Hitchcock turned on the x-ray.
If this were a David Lynch movie, that's what it would be.
There it is. It is. Remember, the bugs are here.
Oh my gosh. That means evil. They're going to bite his ear off.
I can't imagine like a 1960 walking out of this. Like, what the fuck?
That's right.
Because the bad guy lives. He's insane. There's the skull.
That's a car, Brian.
Oh, no.
That's the end of the car.
Well, somebody's going to get that money back at least.
Maybe.
No, I think they'd open the trunk. That's where the bodies are.
No, they're just pulling out the car.
Where the body is. Did they just leave Arbogast down there? Whoa, where was the credits?
Where are the credits? Oh, they put them at the beginning of the movie.
They did.
You son of a bitch.
Well, I'm going to hit watch again.
Play.
So that we can get to the opening credits for Pete.
That was very annoying.
That was the most abrupt ending.
I forgot they did. Alfred Hitchcock.
We talked about them while they were on, and we ignored them.
But I didn't see Best Boy or anything.
I don't think there were Best Boys in 1960.
Okay. So here come the credits for Psycho.
We're rewatching the credits of Psycho.
So if you want to just listen to this while you watch the beginning of the movie before you listen to this podcast,
This really
go
is
for
the
it.
new accountant. We've gone back.
Okay, these are just the people. They didn't even put the names of who they are in the movie on it.
Nope,
John
they didn't.
Gavin.
He was Sam. Martin Balsam was Arbogast. John McIntyre, I believe, was the tennis player.
With. There's a
Pat
bunch of
Hitchcock
with
is Hitchcock's daughter.
You were right.
Lorraine Tuttle is the
Lorene.
Lorraine Tuttle is the wife of the sheriff who died in 1986. And Janet Leigh, she got the end.
Okay. Now show me the rest of the credits. Show me the good stuff. Here we go. That's a scream.
Yeah, we did this. Robert Bloch, sure. Blockhead.
Bit of a blockhead from what I recall. Moving on.
In the movie version of the book I read, the book I read was called Alfred Hitchcock and the Making of Psycho. They just called it Hitchcock when they made the movie, but it's about the making of Psycho. Ralph Macchio plays
Ooh.
Joseph Stefano, the screenwriter.
I like Ralph Macchio.
And the guy they had to play Anthony Perkins was excellent. Looked dead on like him. And it was not Osgood Perkins.
Oh, there was nothing in these credits, Brian.
They're not done yet.
Yeah. It feels like the
A
ending is coming.
pictorial consultant.
Yeah. He consults their pictorials. That's the muscle in front of your chest.
Very famous musical score by Bernard Herrmann that we can hear in everything, including Jaws, and he finally just admitted he's just ripping off Psycho.
Lead singer of the Herman's Hermits.
I guess that was all the credits. I told you that was a small crew because they were just doing the TV crew.
Oh,
Correct.
yeah. All right, that makes sense.
Yeah. That was pretty good.
I'm a fan. I like it. He kills her.
He
You
does.
see a nipple?
That's what you got out of it? You don't?
Then,
It's like a game of two truths and a lie with you, except it's like one fact and then two nonsense bullshit things Pete made up.
that's not the way I remember it.
No, it's not. That's correct.
Thank you.
So that was our second of 3 Watch-Alaugust movies.
Yay.
Watch-Alaugust.
Oh, it's coming. I'm going to think of another way to say Watch-Alaugust. Oh, wait, there we go. I just did.
So next week we have a very special Watch-Alaugust.
Yeah. We don't know what it is, though. It's
I
a
remembered.
mystery. Oh, you remembered? Yeah. All right. Well, I don't remember.
I will not tell you because it is a special one for you.
Things haven't gone right the last few times.
I don't know what you're talking about. You're still fucking mad about this Asian trip, which I thought was a lovely time. I learned a lot about many cultures, very fine crafts,
Okay.
many food designs I'd not seen before.
Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Perfect.
I feel like you've been mad like since the Megan watch along, which I almost died for that watch along.
You know what? That did make me feel a little bit better, but then the Asian trip didn't happen.
All right, blah blah blah. Psycho, Anthony Perkins, 10 out of 10, excellent. Janet Leigh, fantastic. Hitchcock's best movie in my opinion, his most influential movie, easily. Saul Bass's titles to Bernard Herrmann's score to even old Blockhead. His story.
Saul Bass sounds like an old man name. Mm-hmm. Like I haven't met any Sauls lately.
There was that TV show.
I can't recall what you're talking about.
Other than that, I've never met a Saul. And I never met that TV show either.
I did once. Nice guy.
Wasn't the guy in Ocean's 11 named Saul? The old guy, of course.
He was named Saul. That's why, I guess. It's the only time I ever see a Saul is an old person.
Or Bob Odenkirk, who's probably in his 50s at that point.
Oh yeah, he probably was.
Yeah. He's in Nobody 2, which is already out because we were recording this too early.
I didn't know there was a second one.
The way you said that, it's like I said there's a Nobody 3. You just learned there was a second one.
It's to be true.
It can't be that surprising.
I didn't know there was one.
If I said the Nobody 3s, I was like, I know there's a second. That's what? All right. Well, next week, Watch-Alaugust rolls on as we are getting these August summer movies out of the way.
Mystery movie. Do
you want a hint?
No. I don't want to ruin the surprise.
All right. We'll see you next week for the surprise, which will be spoiled when it pops into your feed and the title will be right on the top of it.
Oh, I remembered.
You remember what?
What we're watching.
You don't know what we're watching.
I don't?
You don't know anything.
Aren't we watching Goonies?
No, I changed it.
Again?
I didn't feel like doing it.
All right.
Well, you know the secret. I fucking hate Goonies, and I know it's turning. I know it's turning 40, and I still couldn't be bothered to do it. I couldn't do it. I watched the first 15 minutes of it to try to prepare for a watch along, and I couldn't do. I physically couldn't do it.
I understand. I bought it.
I was angry at it.
I bought the movie to show the kids because I'm like, it can't be as bad as I remember.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
It's as bad as you remember.
It was worse.
Yep.
Yeah, I had to give it up. I was like, I can't do it. Will we do it as a watch along at some point? Yeah, clearly we will, because it's going to be funny how much I fucking hate the movie. But I couldn't even get through it to do a prep watch for this.
I understand.
Yeah. So next week, not Goonies.
Next week, not Goonies.
You know why? Because the Goonies aren't good enough.
Yeah. They're no Monster Squad, Brian.
I would do that again.
In fact, we should. I hope that's the mystery movie next week.
1 in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Think of all the movies I know. 7, 8, 9, 10. So 1 in at least 17 chance that it's Monster Squad.
I like those odds.
Never tell me the odds. It's not going to be a Star Wars movie.
Oh, it doesn't.
You know why? See R.E. Goonies. See you next week.